You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We are back. Too Many Podcasts. We back up in this BI, man. It is what it is. We're making it do what it do. Yes, sir, we are. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to see why they. Oh, you know what? Because I didn't share it over there. Okay, cool. I get it now. Looking at something on my Facebook page. I know I'm to share on Facebook, but you know it is what it is. Ain't nobody tripping. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Ain't nobody tripping. But yeah, man, I'm sitting back, pole pimping and shoulder leaning. I'm trying to. I said right there. Oh, okay, cool. It is what it is. Cool. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what time it TI is, man. He say Dollar Bill gonna be glued to this episode. Oh, okay. You think so? No, I think they, they training and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Dollar Bill, they training and stuff. They getting right. They right now is the fight is next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So right now they probably fine-tuning everything. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, that's the way I see it. I think right now they like, you look, we covering, the thing is, what I learned about this boxing stuff is, oh, Lord have mercy, but I just saw a video for Blue Blood Sports TV. Let me pull up old Blue right quick, man. What Blue talking business? Well, goddamn Blue drop more videos. Blue drop more videos than Puff Daddy. God damn, every time I turn around, Blue, you dropping a new video. God damn, dog, you dropping about 10 videos a day. He got me looking bad out here on these streets. I can't keep up. The man outworking me. I ain't gonna lie, the man outworking me, boy. When it comes to shooting video, boy, God damn, boy, Blue ain't the one to be messed up with, boy. True. Shit, I can't. You get what I'm saying? That's why I can't make no money. He making all the money. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? The man dropping 20 videos a day. I can't keep up with that. Hey, shout out to Marky V. WMS, what it say? He say no one outworks the coach. No, that ain't true for him. It's quite a few people outwork me, but you know what I mean? I believe in the man. Man, I can't get no money because he getting all the money. YouTube, like, you know what, baby boy, check this out, coach. You go live once a day. You only go live 6 days a week. So, Blue go live and he dropping more videos than Puff Daddy in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? So, right now, dog, you're gonna have to take a back seat. And we're going to shake lane with Blue for a little bit, and I don't see him falling off no time soon. True. Man, shit. Hey, John said, Coach, you not outworked. 60% of this stuff is clickbait. Nah, man. Hey, Talib say, bet none of those videos is true. Hey, look here, man. Talib say, "Now wait a minute now." Hollywood Leon, what did say, baby? Say Blue and Biz. Yeah, boy, them, No, all jokes aside, I've done that before. I used to drop a lot of videos like about a year ago. Probably about a year ago, I was dropping, man, crazy videos. I had and I'll let you guys know, I had made like $7,000. I made a little over $7,000 in the month of May. In the month of May on YouTube. And so I had to go back and look at, well, okay, what did I do this month that made more money than the rest of the months? And it was I dropped a lot of, I was doing live shows, and I was dropping like 3 videos a day. That's it. Live show probably about 3 videos a day. I was dropping shorts, bro. You know what I mean? So I just did it for an entire month. I just did it for an entire month. And then, you know what I mean? Yeah, I did it for an entire month. So I'm like, man, I could just, if I did that, but I just don't have the, it's like, if I see 20 other people talking about dropping the same videos, I just don't want to be the 21st person to drop it. Even though when I say that, I mean like a certain subject matter. Let's say everybody talk about Devin Haney doing A, B, C, and D, and there's 20 videos out there on Devin Haney. Now, yeah, I can do that same video and do a different variation of it. But I kind of feel like, you know what, man, shout out to Mika Love him. Everybody already, all the other dudes already talking about it, so ain't no need of me talking about it, because y'all hear what they saying. You hear what I'm saying? So that's kind of like where I be at with it. You know what I mean? I be like, yeah, man, I ain't, man, shit. Then happen, there's some stuff I'm just not interested in talking about. You get what I'm saying? So hey, so I'm like, shit, these dudes making. Telling these dudes on like the boxing content creators, I'm like the ones like probably Shigo and then Blue and Showbiz and Ness, they clearing every bit of shit. They doing over 10 grand a month. They doing over 10 grand a month on YouTube. Literally, they doing over 10 grand a month. I'm not talking about sponsors. I'm talking about just grinding video, so like they doing every bit of 10 grand a month. Facts. I mean over 10 grand a month. True. I'm talking about consistently. You know what I mean? YouTube, well, probably, I'm saying clearing after YouTube get their cut, because YouTube gonna take 30%. YouTube take 30% of everything. Who you think it is? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that says I take 30%. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Blue, let me tell you something. If I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble. I walk it off. Yeah, that's how YouTube do it. 30%. Hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's get into the show. Can Sugar Shane Mosley help Devin Haney get back to championship form? I'm going to tell y'all where I'm going. Hey, shout out to Nigel over there at Cigar Talk. He did a good interview with Devin Haney. I think probably last week. He dropped it last week, but you know what I mean? I was like, man, I want to, because I already had, I knew already who was training Devin Haney over there. Again, I already know. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know who's training them and stuff like that. So, but someone asked me a question. Someone asked me, is Shane Mosley the lead trainer? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's not. No one is ever going to be the lead trainer. It's always Bill Haney is always going to be the lead trainer. However, he's in on everything. He's in on the game plan. He's in on the strategy and stuff like that. So he's able to convey those messages to Devin Haney in the corner. I don't know if Sugar Shane Mosley is going to be working the corner with Bill as well. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. If you got somebody like Sugar Shane working that corner with Bill, I think that Bill should let's say if Sugar Shane in the corner. Oh, you got Joel Judah, you know what I mean? Zab Judah's father, or something like that. Someone who has a lot more knowledge and experience in the game. You gotta kind of like let them take over. You get what I'm saying? But But anyways, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see what's up. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. You get what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna start this opening monologue before we get into the show. A few months ago, on this very same podcast, Bill Haney, I call him Dollar Bill. You know, he don't like that name, but I like Dollar Bill because, you know, Dollar Bill is my favorite character on Players Club. I love Dollar Bill. So when I say Dollar Bill, it's a word of endearment. You know what I mean? Because I love Dollar Bill now. You know what I mean? You know, Bertie Mac killed that character. Bertie Mac killed that character. You know, Bertie Mac should have got an Oscar for that one. Hey, Marky V, he should have got an Oscar for that one, fam. He killed that. Hey, he killed that character there. Hey, shout out to Nice Ron. Shout out to Ron. Ron, what's going on, baby boy? Yeah, he killed that character, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyways, a few months ago, Dollar Bill said on this very same podcast, Bill Haney revealed that Devin Haney has a secret weapon in training camp for this upcoming return against Jose Ramirez. I say, Bill, who you got in the corner? Who y'all working with? I knew they were working with Nate Jones. I already knew that already. You're like, nah, you know, we got it. You know, it's a surprise. You know, we're not going to say anything. And you know, y'all know how Bill talk. You know, yeah, man. You know, like Dev. You know, Dev Dollars. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Bro, I'm tell you something, fam. I love laughing, bro. Bro, if I'm around you and I can't stop laughing, it's a wrap. Hey, shout out to Sunday November. Hey, listen. He talking shit. Boy, it make me laugh. Hey, when I know somebody popping that game, and I'm like, man, you know what, boy, he popping it, boy. He popping it right now. You know what I mean? Popping that game right there, popping that flip flam. I say, boy, you know, and he good with it. I'll be like, man, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, he popping it right now, boy. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about backing it up. I'm talking about he popping that game right now, boy. He coming smooth with it, boy. You know, he in his bag. He in his bag right now. He in his bag right now, dog. He in his bag. You know, I like to see with somebody in their bag though. When they're in their bag and they doing their thing, I ain't no hater. You get what I'm saying? You know, I am a hater. I hate Roland Romero, but outside of him, you know what I mean? It is what it is. True. Shout out to SP Got Beats, man. Shout out to Mika Love 'em. Summer in November. You get what I'm saying? Summertime is almost here. Shout out to the Nick and Nita show. The Nick and Nita show. You know what I mean? SP Got Beats. Gabe Moore is in the building. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody. Anyways, he said he had a secret weapon. He had to bring out the secret weapon, just what he needed to get the job done. Sugar Shane Mosley is no stranger to big fights. Shane Mosley is no stranger to bouncing back from adversity inside of the square circle. I don't know if Sugar Shane is what they called him. I don't know if Shane would be the lead trainer in this fight against Devin the Dream Haney. You get what I'm saying? To this day. And Jose Ramirez. What I do know is this isn't a bad move. Isn't a bad move at all. You know what I mean? All jokes aside, I like Sugar Shane Mosley. You know what I mean? Because Sugar Shane Mosley was a hell of a fighter when he fought. When he was in his prime, he fought everybody. He beat Oscar De La Hoya twice. They didn't fight 2 times back to back, but they fought 1 time at welterweight. Shane moved up to fight. Oscar beat him, and then they fought again years later at 154, and he beat him again. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley, they ain't duck no smoke. They went at, you know what I mean? It is what it is, fam. What I do know is this isn't a bad move. In a recent interview with Najee of Cigar Talk, shout out to Najee. You know, that's my guy. Shout out to my main man. Shout out to Najee, man. I can't wait to meet that dude, man. I heard that dude like 6'5", man. Like, man, I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean? God damn, all these tall ass niggas. Anyway, Devin Haney revealed that he takes full responsibility for not making the proper adjustments compared to the Ryan Garcia fight. He said he take full responsibility. To this day. He said he take full responsibility. Now, I like that. I like to hear that. You get hey, shout out to Damien. Damien, what's going on, fam? Damien Mirage, what's going on, baby boy? Shout out to Daniel Agnew. Daniel, what's going on, fam? Unlaced shoes. Big Dog Willie is in the building. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out to Deal. Shout out to Deal. He said, Coach, are you going live for the Eubank Ben show? I don't know yet, fam. I don't know yet, man. I don't know. I don't want to make a commitment and I don't do it. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What you say, fam? OWU, Original World Union. He say, I'm from San Bernardino and trained for decades up in the mountains around Mosley's. He say, Shane is teaching Dev to hit harder and knock opponents out. Ooh, let me put that up. Hold on, baby boy. Hey, hold on, baby boy. Hold on. Let me put that up. What you say, fam? What you say, fam? He say, boy, okay, hold on. Just sit right there. I want you to shang-a-lang right there, because I don't want to forget. Let me finish reading this monologue. Just shang-a-lang right there, Original World Union. Shang-a-lang for me a little bit. All right, now, Sugar Shane Mosley is no stranger to big fights. Shane Mosley is no stranger to bouncing back from adversity inside of the square circle. You know, I don't know if Shane Mosley will be the lead trainer in this fight. I doubt it. What I do know is that this isn't a bad move. Why do I say that? In a recent interview with Najee of Cigar Talk, Devin the Dream Haney revealed that he takes full responsibility for not making the proper adjustments compared to Ryan Garcia. Did you get what I'm saying? This is a significant change, as Haney was previously known to be trained by his father. He's previously known to be trained by his father, still is. Bill, you know, Dollar Bill, I like to call him Dollar Bill Haney. You get what I'm saying? Bill Haney is in the building. Not in the building, but you know, y'all get what I'm saying. The training camp is in Big Bear, California. You know what I mean? With the fight scheduled for May the 2nd in New York City. New York City, you know, New York City, Edgar Berlanga has the keys to that city. You know what I mean? And he is, you know, it is what it is. You know, he the king of New York. When you got keys to the city and the king of New York, hey man, it is what it is. You dig? Anyways, now, so you know, they're gonna have to fight in New York City. Bill Haney, Bill Haney kind of like a producer, right? He kind of like, okay, you know what? Quincy Jones, right? When we got an album, like somebody come to me, right? I'm Quincy. Q, what's up, baby? Hey, man, I don't fell off, man. I'm shooting better than the broke dick dog. It ain't looking good for me right now, man. What happened? Man, my last album went quadruple plastic. Man, I'm trying to get back, and anything you touch, you know, go 10 times platinum or more, or something like that there, right? 2-3 times platinum or more. Man, I need your magic, baby. He said, okay, look, this is what we gonna do, right? You gotta let me handle everything. Okay, cool. So Quincy Jones will get in contact with the baddest some of the baddest songwriters in the industry. Say, y'all come over here. I want to work with you and you. Y'all come over here. And then he'll get in contact with the baddest drummer. Okay, I want you over here, baby boy. The baddest bass player, you know, the Brother Johnson. You know what I mean? You know, the baddest keyboardist. He'll get all the producers and the songwriters together, right? And all of them are working under his banner, so that makes him the producer. He said, look here, baby boy, I got a project we working on, right? I want you to write me a song about a whole head cheese sandwich getting in the fight with a pot of collard greens. Now, I want you to write this song from the perspective of the collard greens. You get what I'm saying? Make the whole head cheese sandwich look bad as hell. Okay, now y'all go in there and work on that. And let me see what you can come up with. Drummer, go ahead and start. You know, hit me on the 1, 1, 2, 3. And then you go ahead and hit me right there. Tell me what you come up with. You get what I'm saying? Then guess what? When the studio session over with, you know, however long it take, we got a hit record. True. Yeah, we got a hit record. When the session over with, we got a hit record. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's how we do that. That's how we do that. Now, he took full responsibility. Now, this is a significant change, as Haney was previously known to be trained by his father, Dollar Bill. Y'all know what time of TI is. The training camp, as I said before, is in Big Bear, California. That's the first step to fixing the problem. That's the first step. This doesn't absolve Ryan Garcia of cheating. However, Devin understands that he could have nullified Ryan Garcia's best weapon, which is the left hook. And they spoke about that. So, you know, he did come out and say, you know what, there were some things that I did wrong, you know, and I recognize it. And I really, really love this interview from Najee and Devin Haney. I really enjoyed that interview. You get what I'm saying? I hope that you know what I mean? I hope when I interview him, you get what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. It be chill just like that. It be chill just like that. You get what I'm saying? Devin seems focused and locked in. Devin did, and I will say this, if he's focused and locked in, that's pretty well because, he kind of did it his way. He kind of did it his way this time. And I'm not saying he didn't do it his way the other times, but it is what it is, man. Sometimes you got to, you know what they say when you waking up them silk sheets and ride around the city with Lambo with through a thigh doors, you get what I'm saying? It kind of feel different. That's what Marvin Hagler used to say. Bill Haney has to get credit for doing it the independent way. Similar to how Oakland rappers puts their music on the independent scene without the backing of a major label. Devin acknowledged that he had to change his environment. Okay. He was driving to training camp in a Rolls Royce and waking up inside of a mansion. So, you get what I'm saying? When you drive in the training camp in a Rolls Royce and you're waking up inside of a mansion and you got silk sheets, you got exotic honey dips stopping in and out of the house. You know what I mean? You got a shelf. You have a maid. You get hey, shout out to WMS. And you got a shelf. You got a maid. Things kind of. You forgot when you and your daddy used to ride around in that Sprinter van all over the country looking to spar people. You forgot those days. You're a long way from those days, Dev. But you got to go back to the Sprinter van days. You got to go back to, when Dollar Bill was out there willing and dealing, pole pimping and shoulder leaning, putting his game down, so stacking and macking. You got to go back to them days, baby boy, and remember where it started at.
True.
Yeah. Hey, John, you feel me? Shout out to the natural. You got to go back to them days, fam. That's what it shout out to Falcon 84. Hey, you got to go back to them days, bro. That's all I'm saying. You got to go back to the Hog Morgan Shetland days. Before you turn Muslim, you got to go back to them days. You get what I'm saying? You can't, you feel me? Yeah, dog. See, we gotta go back. We got soft Rocco. Rocco, I got soft. Man, what are you talking about? I'm telling you, Rocco, I gave you setup fights. Those fights were designed to build your confidence back up. You're not ready for this guy. He'll murder you. He's gonna murder you, Rocky. He's gonna murder you. This guy's not like the rest of those bums you fought. What are you saying? I didn't beat anybody? Hell no, you didn't beat anybody. We put you on the PBC diet.
True.
Hey, jumping for life. We put you on the PBC diet. Hell no, you didn't fight anybody. We padded your record. We put you on the Golden Boy diet. We padded your record. Aren't you 48? No. Yeah, 48. No. Well, how do you think you got that way? Wait a minute. What the other guy was ranked number one? Oh, Bobs, I sent the section about it $250 to make him run number one. He was an Amazon delivery driver, for Christ's sake. Well, what about the other guy? What in Chicago? What about the other guy? Oh, that guy, he worked at Walmart. He stacked the groceries, Rocco. Your entire career is smoking mirrors. Just smoking mirrors. Listen, bro. Yeah, but he gotta go back to them days, fam. He has to go back to them days. Devin acknowledged that he had to change his environment. He was driving. He said he was driving the training camp in his Rolls Royce and waking up inside of a mansion, waking up the silk sheets. You know what I mean? For Devin the Dream Haney to move his camp to Big Bear, California, says a lot. It says a lot. Shout out to Bill Haney for granting independent media outlets like Cigar Talk Media access to his son. Do you guys believe that Hall of Famer Sugar Shane Mosley can bring Devin the Dream Haney back to championship form? Let's talk about it. Today's show has been sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, please go to visit Foster's Barbershop, 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. If you want to make an appointment, you have to book by appointment. Download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY on your Android or Apple phone. Download the app Booksy. Look up Foster's Barbershop and book an appointment. And guess what, baby boy? Don't be no broke nigga now, cause we don't do that over there. You dig? Anyways. Now, original World Union said, I'm from San Bernardino and trained for decades up in the mountains around the Mosleys. He says Sugar Shane is teaching Devin Haney to hit harder and knock out opponents. So Sugar Shane is teaching Devin the Dream Haney the secrets of the sugar. So he want to again. Now, the original Sugar is Sugar Ray Robinson. Everybody else took off to the Sugar. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson was the best, right? Then after him came Sugar Ray Leonard. Then after him came Sugar Shane Mosley. Now, Sugar Shane Mosley is the weaker of the two Sugars. However, he's a strong third option. So can Sugar Shane, hey, shout out to This Is Boxing. Can Sugar Shane make it do what it do? You get what I'm saying? Can Sugar Shane give Devin the Dream Haney some of that magic that he had that night when he beat Oscar De La Hoya? Can he do that? Hey, Drummer for Life say hard hearing Shane talk these days. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you got to go back. Look, check this out, fam. See my brother, you know, my favorite fighter. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga, I love Hagler. Y'all know I'm a fanboy of Hagler. I love Hagler. Hagler said, you know what? When it's time for a fight, Hagler had 8-week training camps. That's it. Sometimes 6, sometimes 8, but that's it. Yeah, that's all he needed. I need 8 weeks to get ready to whoop your ass. These niggas today so soft. These niggas got 10, 15. They got 12 and 12. I got a 12-week training camp, dog. For what? Hagler get ready to whoop a nigga ass in 8 weeks. You know, 6, I don't know what we got, 6 weeks. Okay, but if it takes 6, it's gonna be 6. Hagler went away from his family, kissed his wife, kissed his kids. He said, I'm finna go to prison. Don't call me, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to nobody. He won't access to the outside world or nothing. You can't even imagine doing nothing like that in today's time, fam. Nigga in training camp. Hey, shout out to KLD. Hey, check it out. Nigga in training camp tweeting. Yeah. Hold on. Hit the speed bag. Yeah, but hey man, what you doing? No, man, I'm fighting with that nigga on Twitter right now, dog. I don't like what that nigga said, dog. Shakur, put the phone down. No, dog, I'm just saying, fam. You know, nigga been hating on me for a minute now. He done made about 5 videos talking about me, calling me Pillow Fist and all that stuff there. Say I'm a runner, I'm a track star. Nah, dog. Like they see that right there. They could have made it. They could have made it when Hagler was boxing.
True.
They could have made it.
True.
Hey, look here. The cell phone gonna kill him, bro. Just locking away from your family, not having any contact with your wife, your kids, nobody for 8 weeks. These dudes couldn't do that. These dudes, man, come on, fam. Like you said, I mean, forget the training. That right there would kill him. That'll kill him right there. Yeah, dog. Them niggas trained hard back then. We don't train nowhere near like that. And we got hyperbolic chambers. We got cryo chambers. We got doggone. Nigga, I got masseuses, strength and conditioning coaches. Nigga, I have nutritionists. I got to measure my macros. They ain't do none of that. Yep, look, just give me 8 weeks of bologna sandwiches. Listen, I'm finna. Hey, Hagler, what? You got any special kind of foods you eat to make weight? No. I got about 10 loaves of bread, a Wonder Bread. I got 5 cans, 10, Wonder Bread. I got 3 cans of peanut butter and jelly, and I have a case of doggone bologna. I'm gonna eat bologna sandwiches and peanut butter. And drink tap water for the next 8 weeks. Man, these dudes couldn't do that.
True.
They couldn't do it, dog. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it, dog. No, ain't no way in there. They couldn't do it. You get what I'm saying? Man, shit, man, nigga talking about, man, nigga, fuck training, dog. What you mean trying to tell me? I can't be arguing with a nigga all day on Twitter like I did in the last training camp. What you mean? Hey, Tila, what you mean? I can't be arguing with a nigga like I did the last training camp. No, dog, you gotta cut off. You gotta cut off from the outside world, bro. You can't be doing none of that. Wait a minute, man. So I can't talk to my old lady? No, you can't talk to your old lady. You know what? But what if third lady Tyrone over there? Well, look, you're gonna have to address third lady Tyrone after training camp. We can't be worried about that. Can't be worried about that right now. You get what I'm saying right now? We ain't worried about that. If you in training camp, worry about third lady Tyrone, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna lose the fight. You're gonna lose the fight. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get knocked down. I'm telling you right now. If you in training camp right here, right now, and you worried about third leg, you're gonna lose the fight. Cause I need your mind right here, focus on the task at hand. Cause this dude trying to knock your block off, on May the 2nd. On May the 2nd. Don't be worried about Big Booty Judy. Don't be worried about third leg. Don't be worried about not needed Kim. Don't be worried about one leg up Sarah. Don't be worried about none of that. I need you focused on the task at hand. This dude trying to, you coming off a one fight losing streak. You get what I'm saying? They got reversed, but you coming off a one fight losing streak. I need you focused. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Marky Beyond, you feel me? I need you focused, fam. Yeah, I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need. Hey, shout out to SP got me salute, fam. Yeah, I don't need you, man. Worried about what's going on at the crib. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, he didn't care. Hey, anyway, hold on. Yeah, I don't need to worry about what's going on at the crib. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Anyway, but before we get into the show, I do got a video I want to show y'all. We got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically. Y'all know what it is, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And if you sit here watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
God damn, boy! Like, rough, boy. Bro, hey, just imagine. Hey, somebody say, Hagler mother-in-law passed away a week before the fight, and they didn't tell him. Yeah, they did the right thing about not telling him. They did the right thing about not telling him. Something like that, you know what I mean? Like, like if you got a family member that's on the trip, and they on their way back or whatever, and they happy and stuff like that, and let's say something serious happened, I wouldn't tell them until they got, hey man, I got something to tell you, man, or what? What's the name? No, unless it's like, kids or whatever. But you get what I'm saying? It just depends, depends on the situation. You know what I mean? So, anyways, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the $10 and PYTs and the honey dips. And right now, dog, we celebrating. We know we got Black History Month. We got all different kind of holidays, right? We need to celebrate the Snow Bunny Month. Snow Bunny Month. Now, I ain't talking about for me now. I'm talking about for my dog, Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
See your eyes shine, she's my Snow Bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Talk to my nose, this love, but sky is so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, Snow Bunny. Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my Snow Bunny love. We're party by the night. See your eyes shine. She's my Snow Bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Talk to my nose, this love, but sky is so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, Snow Bunny. Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my Snow Bunny love. We're party by the night. See ya.
Hey, well, they got that Prince of Pan-Africanism looking back.
Yeah. Oh, that look good.
When you the face of boxing, you can do anything. hey, when you the face of boxing, you can do anything.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Yeah, y'all can't forget that now. Y'all can't forget that. We know we did. We brought Tyson Fury back. We brought him back. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We brought him back. We brought Tyson Fury back. You know, he would contemplate suicide when he saw us. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Listen, shout out to Chastity. Chastity T, what's going on? Foodie in the building. Now check this out. This is what I like. I like this right here. Let me go ahead and do this. Over here. Let's pull this up. I like this interview. I really do like this interview. I like this interview right here. Let's see what we have. This it right here. No, that ain't it. Where the interview at? Oh, here you go right here. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Over here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and share the screen right quick. Share the screen. Is this it right here? Yeah, this it right there. That's it. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's it right there. Okay, cool. Let me pull it up right here. Shout out to Nigel Cigar Talk. I do not own the rights to this material for education purposes only. This the part. I just want to listen to this one short part right here. You guys let me know what you think about it.
Here and stuff like that. Tell me about the actual changes that you may have made, like, with your camp.
Yeah, I mean, I made some changes. I tweaked a few things of, things I was doing wrong. Obviously Ryan did what he did, but I got to take some, responsibility, and, I wasn't doing everything right, that I could. So, I had to, take the accountability and, humble myself, get out of my ego, and, realize what I was doing wrong, and, what I could be doing better. And that's one of the reasons why I came here to just get out of my comfort zone.
Hey, you know what? I want to start right there. That's very telling. I'm gonna tell you why that's telling. Because I'm gonna tell you why that's telling. Because no, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Like that, hey, this was a bomb ass interview. This was a bomb interview. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga Najee did his thing. Shout out to TR. Trouble I have for Bam Dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, shout out to what say, fam. He said you got me laughing every day. He said I drive black car service in Denver. Haney a runner. Tap run. Hey, look here, man. Hey, look here. Hey, TR. You gotta listen to the interview, my brother. Just listen to the interview. You might change your perspective.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
This was a good interview. Listen, I can't front, fam. No diggity. Now, this is telling. Hold on, let's see this part again.
That's all I'm doing.
Tell me about the changes that you've made kind of since then, right? Like I seen you training with Nate.
Now we talk about changes.
Jones, you know what I'm saying? They feel like, taking it back to the old days, Floyd's guy.
Yeah.
You up here in Big Bears, like, I see all the Shane Mosley insignia around here and stuff like that. Tell me about the actual changes that you may have made, like, with your camp.
Yeah, I mean, I made some changes. I tweaked a few things of, things I was doing wrong. Obviously Ryan did what he did, but
now that right there, I want to stop right there. We could do a whole show on that, but we not. He said, I want to acknowledge some of the things that I did wrong. That was different, that for a while now, and I think that's what people was talking about the entire time when Ryan got busted with the Osman. Ryan Garcia drug cheat. Those are the facts. You ain't nothing you can say to get around that. It is what it is. However, it was a little bit more than that. What people were saying, it wasn't just that. Like you have to take some accountability. And what role did you play in continuously getting hit? Well, not continuously, but the rounds he got knocked down in, you kept getting hit with that left hook, and you know what I mean. So people felt like, well, the people who don't like Devin don't like him anyways. But for people who not that far from the deep end like that. For people looked at it who just looking at it objectively, they like, okay, look, I get what you're saying about the Osterine, but dog, you kept getting hit with that left hand. So do you accept them responsibility in it? Because that were things you could have done defensively that could have nullified that, even with that. And some people felt like he didn't ever take any accountability. It was, no, man, you saw what happened. He was on the Osterine, he cheated. And they were just saying it was just a cheating. And now he's saying something a little different. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let's continue. Mark Vion, salute, my brother.
I got to take some, responsibility and, I wasn't doing everything right, that I could. So, I had to, take the accountability and, humble myself, get out of my ego, and realize what I was doing wrong, and what I could be doing better. And
I had to humble myself. Y'all remember what Jamel Charlo told Terrence Crawford? Why don't you learn to be the B-side sometime? Shut up, be quiet, humble yourself, and do what he tell you. He told Crawford, shut up, be quiet. Why don't you humble yourself? Shut up, be quiet, and do what he tell you. If you want to get the Spence fight, do it, bro. This nigga ain't doesn't. Hey, that nigga say shut up, be quiet, humble yourself, and do what he tell you. Man, boy, fuck that nigga.
Nigga, please.
Hey, John. Hey, shout out to AJ Planet. Man, I'm sitting over here like, man, I'm like, nigga, please. Anyways, yeah, you gotta humble yourself though.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why I came here to just get out of my comfort zone. I was and I always train hard. It's just in me. But I was waking up in my mansion every day. Driving my Rolls Royce. Yeah. And
he say I was waking up in my mansion every day, driving my Rolls Royce. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, dog. I'm waking up in my Section 8 apartment every day, driving my hoopty. You know what I mean? B210 Datsun. You get what I'm saying? I was driving my 1985 purple and gold Datsun. Waking up in my trailer park every day, dog. You get what I'm saying? So when you live in a high life like that, it's easy to have a letdown performance. When you living like I'm living, I'm balling, baby. Matter of fact, I got something to show y'all. I'm glad I mentioned balling. Boy. Goddamn, I'm glad I mentioned balling now. Hold on, let's go over here. Let me see what that said. That's over there. Yeah, I think that's over. That's right here. Yeah, listen. Y'all know I found another Money May. Y'all know I found another Money May video. Like I said before. Y'all know I found another like I said before video. Y'all know that, right? Yeah, I found another one, boy. Yeah, boy, I'm talking about boy Money May, bro. Y'all say he broke though. We saw him in Dubai. I just showed y'all a video of him the other day. The other day, bragging about this Arab luxury cars. He said, yeah, get in contact with my man Renata. That's how we do it. If you if you a baller, if you in the hood, you from the hood like I am. We call them whips. If you just regular corporate America, you call them vehicles. Just for the regular everyday people, you call them cars. So I just had to educate you guys on that. So yeah, so I found another example of my dog Money May. My dog Money May. Talking about his money. Shout out to Tila. Hey, where DT at? DT say shout out to DT. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, done with you, boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
DT say sounds like the same Ish Floyd would say. But see, DT, what I'm saying, fam, is that's the reality of the brother's situation. The brother DT, the brother, the man waking up in the mansions, man, right? Swimming in exotic women, driving around the city in his Rolls Royce. You get what I'm saying? So that's balling on a whole nother level, fam. You know what I mean? You gotta take that into consideration.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, that is true. That is something Floyd would say. That's facts. Facts. That is true now. You ain't never lied about that. That do sound like something Floyd would say. You get what I'm saying? But when you Floyd Mayweather 2.0, when you Floyd Mayweather 2.0, you get an opportunity to do that. True. Hey, Foodie, check this out. Hey, you know what? Hey, Foodie, all jokes aside, this real nigga shit right here. Boy, they missing out. These good white folks, they missing out on a golden opportunity. Well, I gotta talk to the A-Rod, took out the sheet now. But they missing out on a golden opportunity, bro. Let me tell you something, fam. Boy, it ain't nobody in boxing that can hypo fighter up like me. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. But listen, nigga, boy, there ain't nobody in boxing can do it like me. Facts.
To this day.
Listen, I ain't bragging.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Listen, I do it effortlessly. I do it without even trying. Without even trying, fam. This come natural to me. This come natural to me. You get what I'm saying? Boy, I hype a nigga up quick. But anyway, that ain't, I'm talking about Florida. But let's pivot. Let's get back to the program at hand. Let's see where we at. Is this it right here? Oh, this is it right here. Okay, cool. Let's get it.
To the gym and showing up 45 minutes, an hour late to the that's one of the reasons why I came here to just get out of my comfort zone. I was and I always train hard. It's just in me. But I was waking up in my mansion every day, driving my Rolls Royce and to the gym and showing up 45 minutes, an hour late to the gym just because I wanted to. Yeah. But now, I switch it up and I feel better with myself.
Okay.
So basically, he's saying he feel better with himself. He switched it up. So he had to finally come to terms with the reality of the situation. You know what, man? Yeah, I know Ryan Garcia cheated, dog, but I still kept getting hit with that left foot. I ain't make no adjustments at all, dog. And to be honest, I just can't say the reason why I lost the fight was because it was the Osman. It wasn't just that. So indirectly, he's conceding that, you know what, it wasn't just that. I was showing up the gym late, hour and a half just because I could, waking up in mansions, silk pajamas, swimming and doing the backstroke and exotic women. I got my jeweler coming here selling me overpriced jewelry. This man sold me a $1,000 chain for $100,000. This man sold me a $1,500 watch, for $250,000. He sold me some cubic zirconia that look like diamonds. You can see your face in it. That's how good it is. Some knockoffs from China. He sold me this here for $1 million a piece. I got diamonds in my teeth. Now these diamonds in my teeth, now they come straight from Sierra Leone. You get what I'm saying? So that's another $500,000 right there. That's just in the diamonds. We ain't even talking about nothing else. That's just the diamonds. So they're like, yeah, man. True. Yeah. Hey, shout out. Hey, you get what I'm saying? So, for him to change his entire environment, go to Big Bear, that's where Oscar De La Hoya used to train at. That's where Sugar Shane Mosley trained at, that high altitude, Big Bear, California, getting away from everything. Now I don't know, this is the thing, right? Now, if you really gonna go guerrilla warfare, you got to go all in with it, though. Hey, shout out to Spooty. You right about that. She said she glad to see him coming to his senses. I totally agree with that. Listen, but you know what though? If you're gonna go guerrilla mode, you got to go all in with it. What you want? I gotta detach myself from the cell phone. That's gonna be the hardest part right there. Detach myself from the cell phone. Yeah, no more Twitter beefs. No more responding to people's comments. Right now, you finna become one with yourself. You finna become one with yourself. I don't get to see the kids on the weekends? No. I don't get to get none on the side? No. I can't talk to my baby mama? No. I can't talk to my girlfriend? No. I can't talk to my side piece? No. I can't talk to my wife? No, you can't talk to your wife, your baby mama, your girlfriend, or your side piece. Can't do none of that. Right now, it's training. We talking. We're going to be watching fight film. That's it. We isolated from the world right now. This what it is. Can you dig it? We in the mountains. It's bad reception. That's what we need. We need you locked in and focused. Whole lot of people out there, they got their nuts on you. So we got to call a specialist. We got to call Sugar Shane Mosley. They got in contact with Sugar Shane Mosley. Shout out to Falcon 784. He said we got to go full Rocky Balboa. We don't, you get what I'm saying? Like, this what you got to do, right? This what you got to do. I'm going to tell you what you got to do. You got to go Clubber Lane. You got to go Clubber Lane when he fought Rocky the first time.
Get out my face.
Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
See, we need Dev to tap. We need Dev to tap into that inner Clubber Lane right there. Get out my face. Don't need that you got no more. Don't need no has-been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off. That's what we need. We need that. If Sugar Shane Mosley can pull that up out of him, you know, it's gonna be kind of difficult because he rich. He got diamonds in his teeth. You know, he got a Rolls Royce, several Rolls Royces. I'm hearing he got mansions. You know what I mean? He's dealing directly with the plug, Turk Al-Sheikh. He not going through. Check this out. He dealing directly with Turk Al-Sheikh now. He don't have to sign to a promotional company just to get to the Sheik. He dealing directly with the Sheik now. That's what he say. Now I know Turk Al-Sheikh ain't no Sheik, but I just like to say Sheik because it sound good. I like to say Sheik because it sound good. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Look, man, these other chumps, they got promoters and stuff. We ain't got no promoter. We are the promoter. That's what Dollar Bill was talking about. We are the promoters. Let's go.
Tell me about that, because you said, kind of taking accountability for yourself, right? Like, obviously, it was weird because for me, I bet on you, right? Like, I thought when I'm looking at it, analyzing it, you know, I'm like, I think Devin can outbox this guy. I feel like the majority of the box community felt like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all knew the left hook. That was his, that was his big weapon, but it landed. My thing is, when you was kind of, I don't want to say in there, but like looking back at it, what do you think it was that kind of, made you kind of miss those moments on things that, were his strong points?
It's a fight game at the end of the day. It's easy to say, after, but it is what it is. I made mistakes in there, and it's part of it. It's not the first fight I made mistakes. It's boxing. You're never gonna fight a perfect fight. The situation happened, whatever happened, but now we move on from it. Now it's time to focus on the future. And now, God gave me another shot at it. God gave me, opportunity to go face Jose Ramirez and, go show my skills and show that I'm back, and then go have another shot at Ryan. So that's my main focus. I'm not here to talk about, that fight and what happened, because I can go on and on about, what this and that, but it is what it is.
To me,
all right.
After that moment, right? Like, cause
all right. See, okay, I like that. Now, some would say it took him long enough. It took him a year or so, but don't worry about that there. We ain't worried about that. Right now, he did it. He's acknowledged his wrong and his transgressions. It is what it is. Now, can Sugar Shane Mosley? Somebody said that they're from San Bernardino, California, in the chat, and he said that he trained for years with the Mosleys, and he said that Sugar Shane is showing Devin the Dream Haney that death blow. He's showing him the 5 fingers of death. You know what the 5 fingers of death is? Well, really, it's a thumb. But he's showing doggone Devin the Dream Haney. Look, let me show you the 5 fingers of death. When you take the thumb, which is really a finger, but you take the thumb and you close it like this. And you take the pinky and you close it like this. You take the finger next to the pinky and you close it like this. And you take the middle finger and you close it like that. Then you take the pointy finger and you close it like that. Then you take the thumb and you put it across the knuckles, the finger that you got closed. I'm gonna show you the 5 fingers of death.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he's showing him, the 5 fingers of death. Can Sugar Shane, bring that? Can he remind Dev, like, if I was able to give him a pep talk, if I could get Dollar Bill on the phone right now, hey, check this out, hey Tila, if I could get Dollar Bill on the phone, I tell him, I say, look here, baby boy, I'm finna give you the pep talk of the century. What's that? Tell Dev that I said, look here, man, you gotta go back to the Sprinter van days. Remember when you was a little jitterbug? And Dollar Bill was out there, stacking and macking, doing this thing, making it do what it do in order to get you to become the world-class fighter that you is right now. Yeah, you got to remember those days. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Going to Big Bear is one thing, but I need total commitment from you. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, the Cardinas, hey, this I'm trying to tell you, dog. I need commitment from you, brother. Brother, in order for us to get back to the top, to reach the land of milk and honey, to get back to where we was at prior to the setback from the drug cheat and bigot Ryan Garcia, we're going to have to go back to the essence of where it all started from. You get what I'm saying? See, Devin the Dream Haney, you forgot the essence. You forgot what made you Devin the Dream Haney. You were just regular Devin Haney, but somehow in between Devin Haney and now, you became the Dream. You forgot what made you the Dream, brother.
True.
Yeah. I sit back. Hey, Tila, I'm telling you, when I finish with him, you forgot what made you the Dream, brother. You know what made you the Dream? Because you was broke and you was hungry. You made sacrifices, brother. You sacrificed. You went to Mexico, fought every Mexican in Mexico. Then when you left there, brother, you went all around America. You sparred Tank Davis. You sparred Shakur Stevenson. You sparred the Keyshawn. You sparred everybody known to man in America just to sharpen your tools while being pro at the same time and climbing up the ranks.
True.
Yeah. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Shout out to KOZ. What he say? Hey, what you say? Hey, Mr. G4L. He said, I don't think they want to listen to you again, coach. No. Hey, the brother say, preach. Hey, look, no, man. No. This here, no, what we doing is you got to stay true to who you is, the game plan. We got to let them know that. But on top of that, I'm just saying he has to go back to the essence of what made him Devin the Dream Haney. Did you get what I'm saying? He got to go back to that. And if you don't go back to that, you gonna be, because right now you're waking up in silk sheets. You got ice around your neck, diamonds in your teethers. You know what I mean? You got Lambos with thigh doors now. You ain't eating bologna sandwiches no more. You ain't eating Spam sandwiches no more. Right now, baby boy, this what it is. You get what I'm saying? I just need him to get back. I need him to get back to that. You get what I'm saying? Hey, look here, man. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Hey, boy. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, dog. Hey, what he say? Market Beyonce, he say, Coach, Devin a civilian. Hey, look here, man. Look here. Bro, see, they ain't telling them the right thing. Dollar Bill probably listening to this podcast right now. I'm not sure. They ain't trying to count, but if he is, like, if he tell Devin Haney about the Sprinter Band days, I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Green Eyes P. Dropping on 2 pounds on your boy. She say, like, what you say, live from an unknown location in the car. Yeah, for sure. You get what I'm saying? So that's all it is, man. Let me drop the phone lines, man. 530-494-9636. We're going to make it do what it do. Let me go ahead and drop these phone lines in a minute. What y'all think about that there, man? Y'all think Sugar Shane is showing him the 5 fingers of death?
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? You know, the 5 fingers of death, dog. I'm gonna show you how to take these 5 fingers, dog, ball them up, and the next man you hit, he going to sleep. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's going on? It's Ross in New York.
Rod, talk to me.
Coach, let me ask you something. Golden Boy just dropped the match on Sunday. They released it, the full fight. Did you happen to watch the fight again?
What happened? What fight? Devin Haney?
Yeah, the Devin Haney Ryan fight.
No, I didn't watch it again. I watched it like
okay. When you get a chance, go and rewatch that fight, Coach. I know that you were there live at the Barclays, but Coach, let me tell you something. It is much worse than what a lot of the people were actually talking about. When you look at how that fight played out, man, that excuse that Ryan was on PEDs and all this bullshit, that shit goes out the window. This kid was sloppy as fuck, huffing and puffing, looking at the clock. you know, like, and even like most of the people that went out there and started shitting on Ryan and all this shit after he actually popped were the same ones saying before, like, yo, like, you know, it looked like he was doing those extracurricular activities. It looked like he was fucking drinking and tricking and doing this shit, which Tim Bradley has admitted to it, you know, even after shitting on Ryan. So when you look at the fight, you know, Africa, Richardson went on an interview, or he had a talk with Ness about a week ago. He was talking about that fight. And he was pretty much saying what the general consensus around the boxing community have been saying. Devin been getting caught with dumb shit. The only difference is the fact that he's facing a guy that's just as fast, is probably big, just as big as him or bigger, and is gonna match him speed for speed. So you look at that entire fight and how it played out. You know, I understand the kid. You know, the kid is a good boxer. You know, he has high IQ and all this. But when you got a guy that is just gonna walk through your punches, man, you can hire whatever coach you want to hire. I just don't see. I see that fight. If Brian comes in shape and focus, that fight is not gonna go 8 rounds.
All right, so all right, so yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Salute, fam. All right, let him go. Yeah, there's two things. It's, you know, I think his phone call was kind of slanted. I do get that, and he said that, you know, he kind of like brushed over the fact that Ryan Garcia cheated. So, you know, he's saying that, hey man, go back and look at it again. I've seen that fight like 3 times. I don't think I need to see it again. But he kind of like brushed over that. You know, yeah, well, you know, everybody shitted on Ryan. People shitted on Ryan because he cheated. Like that was justifying. That was a justified shitting on. He cheated. Like you just can't brush that over because it had the roles been reversed. Had the roles been reversed, I'm pretty sure the phone call would have been totally different. Yeah, man, he was a drug cheat, this and that. So we need to acknowledge that. We need to acknowledge that. That's one. 2, Devin Haney admitted in this interview that he made mistakes. He's taking accountability. He said, yeah, Ryan did what he did, but you know, there are things that I could have done better. So he's acknowledging that. So he's accepted responsibility. So you get what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what more do you want the man to do? You know, that's all he can do at the end of the day. And we gotta see can both of these guys. Well, we know Ryan Garcia is a shoe-in to win, and I think Devin Haney gonna beat the brakes off of I think he's gonna beat doggone Jose Ramirez. I do. You know, Jose Ramirez is. I know. Quite a few people probably thinking opposite, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Jose Ramirez on the tail end of his career. I mean, it is what it is. I think he's gonna step up on him. You know, so I think it's gonna go 12. I'm not saying Jose Ramirez gonna get knocked out, stuff like that. But I mean, I'm just, you know, it is what it is. I mean, that's the way I see it, anyways. But yeah, man. So I mean, we just can't brush that under the rug. You know, like I don't want to keep relitigating that same fight. Like we talked. Listen. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney was the most talked about fight all last year. We spoke about that fight in all April 20th, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I remember December last year. I say this is gonna be my last time I talk about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. We spoke about this fight for 8 months. The rest of all the remainder of 2024. You get what I'm saying? Now you know, moved on now. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, we had some fun though. We had some fun, but you know, just, you know, again, I get it. You don't like Devin Haney, but you just can't gloss over the fact that, yeah, he made some mistakes. He got hit. That, you know, he has to acknowledge that. But you can't gloss over the fact that, yeah, man, Ryan Garcia cheated. He was drug cheat. And the reason why I know what I'm talking about, because had the roles been reversed, I know what you would be saying right now. So let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. That's all. True. You know, we're not finna play these crackhead games. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You dig?
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumsize the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
You know, when you're trying to perpetrate the Jerry Curls activation, man, you got to make sure that you got the activator and the moisturizer on point. If you put too much activator in there, it ain't gonna look right. And if you put too much moisturizer on there, it ain't gonna look right. So you have to, you really gotta, perpetrate the Jerry Curls activation. You have to know how to understand that. You know what I mean? You did. Shout out to Chastity T. Chastity T, what's going on? You know, we just sitting back shangling and getting ready for this fight. And what you say, Foodie say, I'm so effing tired of hearing about their fight by July last year. You know what the best thing happened? This was the best thing that happened. I'm going to tell you what the best thing that happened. What made people get off that fight? You know what made people get off that fight? This right here.
And what happened? I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she picked grease in my shit. So the shit was like, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face. It burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. Swing the wheel, it's gone. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. And she picked grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. And she picked grease in my shit. I just got my hair done. 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 Why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real fast. Like, this is real fast. Why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real fast. It burnt my eyes. Like, this is real fast. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago.
See that right there made people kind of like forget about that fight. When Tank fought Lamont Rhodes, that kind of like the paradigm shifted. Carla, what's your name? You call it from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Coach, I'm of the opinion, I feel that Haney did the right thing, bringing in Mosley to training camp, to this training camp. Mosley brings way more boxing knowledge to this camp than Bill Haney ever will. Mosley was a champion, he's also a Hall of Famer, and he knows what it's like to fight the whole 3 minutes of every round. That's something Bill Haney knows nothing about. So now I don't think Haney is gonna punch any harder, being that he has Mosley in his corner, but maybe he can he can turn him in. I don't know, maybe Mosley can turn him into more of an aggressive fighter. I like to see Haney stop the tap and run, or tap and hold, and that's his style anyway. But I wanted to see I wanted to see him stay in the pocket a little longer and let his hands go. I remember Mosley mentality. He was coming to knock you out. He always fought that way, and again, he fought hard every 3 minutes, man, over every round. Haney tells us now that he was in silk pajamas. That was obvious. I'm hoping that he learned that his chin is an issue, because now that he's fighting bigger guys, that's a concern. Hopefully, he worked on his defense, and I got Devin every fight. I don't care who he fights. That's my guy. And again, bro, I wish him nothing but the best and respect from New York, Coach. That's my call. Thank you.
Yeah, right now, it's perfect. It's perfect. Like, if the way this is lining up, I'm like, the rematch gonna be huge, because Ryan Garcia gonna beat Roller Romero. I can damn that guarantee you that. Like, you ain't gonna find nobody on the planet Earth that's betting with Roller Romero. I don't care what the odds are. The odds can be 55,000 to 1. If you bet $1 on Rolly, you're gonna make $55,000. Ain't nobody betting on Roller Romero. He don't stand a snowball chance in hell. Roller Romero got 2 chances to beat Ryan Garcia, Slim and none. And Slim just got kidnapped by Jay Prince. True. So that's the reality of that situation there. I'm telling you that right now. Listen, it is what it is. But outside of that, yeah, man. I mean, it's lining up to be perfect. It's lining up to be perfect, boy. This, bro. You couldn't have wrote a better story. than what's going to happen right now when Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney rematch each other. The only thing we're going to have to figure out is which one of these guys will they be able to handle the pressure, because it's going to be pressure from both guys. It's going to be pressure from Devin Haney. He has to win that fight. Well, he got to win this one next week, but assuming he get by that, he's going to come with the pressure of, look, I got to show that I can really beat this guy. This guy don't have my number. I got to show that. And he cheated and all that stuff there, but I accept responsibility for my faults in it finally, and I'm past that. So now this is a new fight. It's 0-0. And then Ryan Garcia got to prove to the detractors that, yeah, man, the only reason you won because you were cheating. You had the Oscar in your system. So he got to prove that he can beat this guy on a fair playing field without having nothing in the system. So it's going to be pressure on both guys, in my opinion. But Sugar Shane Mosley might be teaching them the 5 fingers of death, tiger style,
What up?
Carter, what's your name when you call it from?
Huh?
What's your name when you call it from?
Coach. DC Great, man. You don't know my voice right now. DC Great, man. You hear me?
You got to turn the TV down in the back, man.
Okay. Let me see what he say on the phone.
Gray.
I'm gonna see what he say.
Gray, what you watching? An old video, man? We live. We on a whole nother show, man.
And I just down the number. God damn, that was on the TV.
No, but
what? 530.
Yeah, no, great. Great. But we live. We talking about. Go ahead and talk. I'm trying to figure out which video are you watching in the background.
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, no, that's an old video. That's an old video. We got a new video right now. We live. We on the show right now, baby. The fans is listening in. They hearing Gray from DC. They like, what's happening? What's going on with you? Talk to the people, man. We talk about Devin Haney. Devin Haney got a new trainer. Sugar Shane Mosley is teaching Devin Haney the tiger style, 5 fingers of death. You know what I mean? He's fighting May the 2nd. Jose Ramirez. That's what we talking about.
Can you hear me on the show? Can you hear me on the show? Huh?
yes, I can hear you, Gray. Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, what the fuck is Bill doing talking?
Gray, that's
an old show.
That's an old
show.
Yeah, that's an old show. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I gotta get with this shit, man. I'm new to this shit. I'm a couple times new to it. Now, like your one of your callers was talking about, this motherfucker want to keep talking, won't let the son talk, and all that. He right, but I wasn't talking with him just now. But I wanted to say about something else I seen on TV the other day about Brian Norman, and him was talking, and I think he was in your car or something or whatever. I don't know, but man, man, I don't think that boy no elite fighter, man. I don't know why you think so, but I don't think he's more elite, man.
Who?
You really think he's elite?
Who are you?
Junior.
Junior?
Norman, Junior. Yeah.
I mean, I won't say he elite, time will tell that, but he's a good fighter.
That's what you said the other day. That's what you told his father. I don't think he's elite, man.
Well, what I mean,
he can fight.
Hold
man.
on, I'm gonna tell you.
He can fight.
I'm gonna tell you what I meant by that, though. I'm saying,
cool.
I'm like, he's two of the best. I look at the best in the welterweight division. I look at him and Boots are being the best. Boots being number 1 and him potentially being number 2. So he's elite, and that's that. He's an elite fighter from that standpoint. But that was the perspective that I'm saying it in.
Yeah, because that man, that man, that dude don't look like him. He can box a little bit, man, and he can fight a little bit. And when I say a little bit for both of them, I mean, because, when he get up in the thick of it, when he get in the phone booth, man, you know what I mean? This is what, as strong as he is, and in the way, and I know he got pound knocking out motherfuckers. I've seen him a couple of times. Man, he seemed like he's too close, man. He smothered his punches, man. It seemed like he needed to take a step and a half or two back, man. So he has, room to throw his punches and things. You know what I'm saying? But man, I seen him fight that boy. What was it? What was his last fight?
Yeah, you talking about Cuevas, fighting Cuevas, yeah. Hey, great, check it out.
I don't know.
Great. Are you watching today's show? I'm live right now on YouTube. I'm live right now. Are you watching today's show?
No, I ain't. I don't even know where you at on today's show.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
I guess I can find you. What hat you wearing?
You on my channel? No, I got a white hat on. You on my channel? Just click on my. Is your granddaughter around? Where your granddaughter at?
No. Wait a minute, I'm trying to find that goddamn remote. I done set down. You told me something. I done set that remote down from damn where, man. I'm always losing that goddamn thing in the couch everywhere, man. But don't let me hold it. What I do with that thing, man? I said, I heard it all. Man, man, I sleep with that thing in my goddamn hand, coach.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, but great. Hey, great. Check it out. Yeah, man. Just try to find my show so you can see what we're talking about, and then hit me back.
What was y'all talking? What was that?
The title. I'm live right now. I got a white hat on and a Malcolm X shirt. I got a Malcolm X shirt on and a white hat. The title of the show is "Can Sugar Shane Mosley help Devin Haney get back the championship form?" That's the title of the show. That's the subject matter. That's what we're talking about right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. I got it, but it's on commercial. Okay. Sugar Shane Mosley.
Yeah.
When he supposed to be training Devin?
Yeah. He training there. He training there right now.
This motherfucker, he ain't gonna never win another fight.
Why you say that? Why he ain't gonna win another fight? Why he ain't gonna win another fight? Why?
He ain't gonna never win another motherfucking fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that motherfucker Shane man can coach like that. I mean, I know he'll have a fight with now. No bullshit. I love Shane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, hard fighting motherfucker, man. Good fighter too. But man, fighting for fighting, man, with some of the people. Coaching is for coaching. Some motherfuckers leave fighting because they can't fight the coach. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how that shit works, as far as I was saying. But man, that nigga ain't win no more fights, man. Everybody got his number anyway, man. Any nigga his size, I'm gonna tell you something, coach, that y'all look over. Any nigga that nigga size, you know what I'm saying? Got that old arm, that gorilla armory shit, you know what I mean, all that, and got a fairly good knockout punch. Ain't thinking about getting up in there. They'll give up a motherfucker, they'll let you go on, hit him a couple times to get up in there on that chin, because they know that chin weak as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the end of him. And see, that was his whole thing to me. But a lot of motherfuckers wasn't seeing that. Y'all wasn't seeing all that shit, man. That boy ain't, all they want to do is fight all them little team. Why you think they want to beg Tank so much? Fight Tank so much, huh? Why everybody want to fight Tank so much, you think, man?
No, listen, I'm gonna tell you why. The same reason why people want to fight Sugar Ray Leonard. The same why people want to fight Hagler, Roberto Duran, and Hearns. When you the best, when you supposed to be the creme de la creme in the weight division, all the top guys supposed to fight each other. That's what it's supposed to be, great.
They're supposed to fight each other, but I'm saying most of them well, not everybody, man. I never recant it. You know what I'm saying? Only motherfuckers like even like Shakur on them. Go in there, come on, fight Tank in there. But in his heart, I don't think he really wanted to fight Tank. You know what I mean? I ain't bullshit. I don't think Shakur wanted to fight that motherfucker.
Great. Look here, man. Great. Look here, man. Listen, if you at 135 and I went at 135 and I got a belt and you have a belt, I supposed to call you out and you supposed to call me out. That's how it always been.
Look, you supposed to do that, and that's what I want. I want a motherfucker. I want to see some real fighting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray and Hearns and what you call them. I want that kind of shit. But we ain't gonna get that kind of shit out this mob here. You can bet that. We ain't getting that shit out this mob. This mob is some motherfucker. I want to be your cousin. I want to be your brother. You know what I mean? Or I want to be your friend. This is what this mob's about. You know what I'm saying? This mob ain't about no motherfucking no showing up that killer instinct, man, fuck y'all shit, man. We still gonna be friends, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But I wanna fight you. I want that belt. Let me tell you something. Motherfucker, coach, you fight your brother. You know what I'm saying, for something you really want. Man, but we'll be brothers after this shit over. We still be brothers and love one another. Fight alone.
Yeah. You're right about that. But what that got to do with Tank, though? What that got to do with Tank?
Oh, well, I was saying that how they was fucking with Tank a lot. That motherfucker Bill Haney and Shakur just getting want to clout off the Tank. Bill Haney want to clout off Tank and thinking like he wanted to fight Tank. But they would probably have fought him for that bag. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they would have got a lot of money. They probably got about $78,000, million or some shit like that.
So you saying 3 champions or 2 champions in the same weight division, they really didn't want to fight Tank. They was clout chasing them. Well, great. That sound like duck. That sound like duck language. Sound like you protecting Tank. You got him in the witness protection program.
But you don't think both of them motherfuckers were ducking that man at one time?
No. When nobody ducking Tank. They want to fight him. There wasn't nobody ducking him. We ain't doing that.
Yeah. You think so? Okay.
You got see, great.
Man.
You got him in the
Okay, you thinking about with ducking Devin Haney?
No, wasn't nobody ducking Devin Haney. No.
Okay, but why? Okay, every time Bill get up on the podium, what is come on? Everybody talk fight, but they don't want to say I want to fight. You remember you say that saying all the time?
Yeah, you say that. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you ever tell them that, man, a motherfucker ain't ducking your son?
Okay, but okay, great.
The only thing I like about you, they can't defend you.
Hey, great. Hold on, great. I got a guess for you. Hold on. Hey, hold on. Let me merge the call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
26 years old and undisputed, 2 divisions, and making more money than anybody else his age in boxing. Of course that motherfucking Tank ducking.
What you say?
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Of course that motherfucking Tank ducking, just like he didn't duck anybody else, because he ain't got nobody on his resume.
I tell you one, see, you ain't out-talk me. I'm going to let you know that name. All that out-talking me, motherfucker, you might well put your left shoes on again. So you can't do that.
Hey, ain't no motherfucker on his record. Ain't no motherfucker on his record but you.
But man,
you the only motherfucker your old ass is on Tank's record is Doc and everything else.
You better try to get
motherfucker, you ain't listening. You gonna keep on talking about Tank. You gonna keep on talking about Tank. You the only motherfucker. You the only motherfucker on this record. You sing back up. You sing back up. You sing ad lib. You sing every motherfucking thing. That's the only thing you do. Tank, the only motherfucking Tank is associated to Gray's old ass. Ain't nobody else on there worth remembering. You the only motherfucker still living. Yeah, I mean, because ain't no more of the rest of the motherfuckers worth remembering.
When your son gets a little bit
that name Lomacenko go outlive you. You ain't gonna outlive Tank now. Tank ain't nobody. Tank ain't for nobody. He ain't for nobody. His biggest fight was against Floyd Mayweather, and that never did happen.
That nigga had a red motherfucking back.
Floyd put him in that motherfucking. Jeep. He was upset about the Jeep. He's unhappy. The motherfucker, ungrateful motherfucker, right? You're the ungrateful motherfucker. You know what I mean? As much cotton and shit that you done picked around that, you should at least be grateful to the niggas that came around that ain't bootlicking, that ain't on their knees. You see what I'm saying? Because we ain't on our knees, Great. You need to be thankful. You need to be praised to Devin Haney and Bill Haney for coming through this motherfucker as real men, stand-up men. Listen, only motherfuckers yelling out. Every motherfucker yelling out every man but they last name. We want to hear what Davis got to do. Team Davis. Is Team Davis ever going to make it? Is Team Davis ever going to call a shot that the people want to see? The people want to see a motherfucker fight somebody. Is Team Davis going to
If Team Davis ever going to fight somebody that the people want to see.
Trying to overtalk you.
I asked you again. I said, is Team Davis or Team Davis going to fight anybody, Grace? Because the only motherfucker on this record is you.
I ain't trying to do no overtalking this. Big
you ain't listen because you ain't said nothing. I asked you a question, motherfucker.
He don't want me.
You old motherfucker. You done been on here too long. You keep on saying the same thing. Tank. This old motherfucker. I told you. Then you say, I give you a chance. Somebody.
I'm gonna say when somebody.
Somebody, motherfucker. You got to say name of somebody.
Ain't nothing.
Fuck this nigga, listen, your whole ass, the only thing you can on this motherfucker, tank.
That's what I'm gonna do, motherfucker.
Tank. Do you want him to fight anybody other than Tank? Tank can't fight himself. Tank can't fight himself. Oh, motherfucker.
Hey, look, Gray, you gotta let Gray, you gotta let the man talk, and then he gotta let you talk.
He gotta let me talk. Said everything that he gonna say. He just said tank, and he won't say tank and nobody else name.
Keep cutting me off so he can
nobody else.
Nigga, I ain't in your ass.
Like you, right?
I ain't in your motherfucking ass.
That motherfucker needs to retire just like you.
All that nigga needs to do
because guess what?
You a big retarded big.
You may as well be talking to yourself.
Yeah,
May 2nd, Jose Ramirez. Another motherfucking another two-time champ, right?
You want to be the star, nigga. You want everybody to say, oh, Bill Haney a star. See,
no,
but the thing is,
nothing about no star. That's what you think.
You couldn't get out there. You couldn't be known motherfucker on your own. You couldn't be known on your own.
A young nigga hold your ass today. I'm not no star. I'm a nigga that's gonna pull up on you, nigga.
You couldn't be known on your own strength, nigga.
You
had to be known on yourself.
To see you on here talking all this whole ass shit.
That's what that is.
So, well, guess what?
He wanted to be known
ain't did shit in boxing.
You know what I mean?
So y'all ain't did nothing in boxing.
You know,
y'all did nothing in boxing. The man will switch over to something else.
Nigga, hey, Bill, the minute you was saying, man, nigga, I knock your bitch ass.
Oh, nigga, if it was a bitch, you drunk right now, nigga. Yeah. That's the only thing that shit that you drinking out of.
And I know
we don't need to be talking about no hell, nigga.
Motherfucker.
Because I got a old nigga to stand out in front of the store that'll wear your old ass out. He about 78 nigga with a mean motherfucking right hand. A double up right hand on your old ass, nigga.
He always walking to somebody. You're gonna do something to somebody. I ain't gonna do nothing.
But nigga, listen, I ain't gonna do nothing but continue to make you mad when I pull up on him. With your old ass, because you thought you can't get away with that old ass narrative. Tank,
then he get up in nigga face.
You take game with somebody else. You listen. You got all the opportunity in life to grow up, and you still sitting around here talking about another nigga named Tank. Now, if Tank gonna fight anybody,
what his name? T.O.'s father.
Yeah, guess what? We pulled up on you, nigga. If you want to fight, you know what? Trey, your old ass want to fight everybody that want to fight Tank. You old ass mad. You old mad motor scooter. You old mad motor scooter.
Don't agree with you,
nigga. I swear to God, you's an old man.
Everybody that don't agree with you, nigga.
You want to fight Tank? Here comes your old ass. But I got somebody for you. He's 78. He got a vicious right hand. He stand out in front of the liquor store every day. Now, I'm really mad because we missing the Tank. Yeah, because we want to fight Tank, and you want to hold this guy.
Hold on, Bill. He wants you to back up, Bill. What you say, Greg?
Yeah, listen. All they want to do is just keep talking. None of that. We want to flip. If Tank come up to 47, if he come up to 47, if he come up in the 40, he's going to get his ass whipped, right? Great. He's going to get his ass whipped. If he come up, if he misses Cody anything, great, he's going to get his ass whipped. And I know you upset. Great. I know you upset because you want, only thing you want to do is talk about Tank. You don't want nobody to miss the Tank. I told you if he missing 40 out of his mouth, he can get his ass whipped out, Gray. Now I'll tell you that. If he misses 40 anything. Yeah, I said if he misses no, Gray, you're not getting out of this unless you see my friend that's standing in front of the liquor store. He's 78 with a right hand. And he will take your motherfucking ass and work you over. Right now, motherfucker.
You ain't through with that shit. Everybody still different.
But listen, guess what? Motherfucker, you not going to stop us mentioning Hank ain't did shit.
He's an ex-loser.
You quote this. Bill Haney said Hank ain't did shit. And guess what?
Nigga. Then you got to go around. You got to go around and talk about some motherfucking.
And neither had that motherfucking Calvin Ford. He ain't won nothing just like you ain't won nothing. So both you two niggas, all you three niggas ain't won nothing. You know what I mean? Now you mad? You mad? And guess what? Every day every time I hit your old ass up here, until you win something. You Jay-Z belt having motherfucker. You Jay-Z belt having motherfucker. Yeah, you Jay-Z belt. Junior varsity, nigga. That's what I said. This niggas ain't no real champion. Now, say whatever the fuck you want to say, because guess what? Every chance I'm going to pull up on here, nigga. Because guess what? Y'all ain't won nothing.
That's what you want a nigga do, laugh at you, nigga.
Nigga, you ain't won nothing, nigga. Jay-Z, you listen. I was junior varsity coach. That's what you are. You're a motherfucking junior varsity coach. You shouldn't even be talking to me. You junior varsity cheerleader. Guess what? The junior varsity cheerleaders don't even travel with the bus. You know what I mean? You don't even travel with the bus. You still got to get dropped off to the game, nigga. That's what you got to do. Yeah, now, and guess what? And I'm still talking about your favorite fighter. Tank Davis ain't did shit in boxing, right? Now, he ain't did a motherfucking thing. Even my daughter, she's 10 years old, and she know that. She's laughing. Because guess what?
You don't never motherfucker somewhere living with them.
And I tell you what, hey, you're going to go down in history. He's going to go right behind you in history for doing nothing, right? Now, guess what, right? Him and Calvin is going to history right behind you for doing nothing.
Hey, great. Hey, great.
Running your mouth.
Hey, great.
You don't got nothing.
Hey, great.
You didn't tell him. You won't even break nothing. Won't even break out your motherfucking boxing back.
You don't make the history book. I'll tell you what, but you one of the coldest motherfuckers on the junior varsity team, right? You motherfuckers got junior varsity history made, nigga. You know what I mean? You the niggas that could do it. You know how nigga on junior varsity. Hey, Coach Malachi, you know how nigga on junior varsity.
You gonna be there.
He shoot 50 points, and he could have did it. He could have did it on varsity, but he just didn't step up. You know a nigga could have did it on varsity, but he just didn't step up. You niggas is the coldest. You the niggas is the. Hey, Coach, you know that. And listen, so is the coach. So is Coach Gray. He's the best junior varsity coach in the whole world. He got all the intensity. He got everything. He just don't have accolades on the next level. That's all. So he mad. So guess what? I tell you again, Gray, you and Calvin Ford can step your monkey asses on up. And I say monkey, but I don't say monkey in a bad way. I just say monkey as you niggas is fucking around. You niggas is monkeying around with this bullshit, with the whole boxing game. I don't mean to offend you, but Gray, you can bring your monkey ass on up. You and Calvin Ford. You bring Kenny, and you guess what? And you can bring Kenny in too, because that motherfucker ain't won nothing either.
No, he be everywhere. He be everywhere. He be everywhere.
Nigga, I'm gonna be where the champions. Nigga, I'm where history is at. Nigga, go look in the record book. That's what I'm doing. Where history is at, nigga.
That nigga not gonna fight that shit. He couldn't say that to me.
The JV and the varsity come at different times. I don't see me, nigga.
Nigga,
that's what your old ass off the gym.
Nigga, you ain't no motherfucker,
you will not be around when the varsity show up, Gray, with your old ass. Stop looking for me unless you can step up. Are you gonna mention Tank versus Devin Haney? Because if not, me and you don't got nothing to talk about.
You's a hoe, nigga. You's a hoe, you bitch. Everybody,
listen. You old motherfucker, you old decrepit motherfucker, you. Look,
you should be over there with that nigga.
Any bitch in the world, you the old decrepit nigga. You know, you the old decrepit nigga. Yeah, that's what you is. No. Now, listen, this shouldn't even come out your mind. And listen, and this shouldn't come up out your mind because it ain't no bitch in the world that's gonna be caught. Yeah. Hey, listen, you and the bitch don't go in the same sentence. Because there will be no bitch called dead with no name decrepit ass. You are by yourself out here, right? And I'm I just wanted to come on here and roast you for a second. I wanted to come over here and roast you like a cup of coffee, Greg. And I'm right, nigga. Hey,
them big legs, motherfucker.
Loser, nigga. Loser, nigga. That's what you are, a loser. You was
you lost, Greg. You lost the fight. Guess what? You lost and then you picked the wrong fighter. You picked the wrong fighter, Greg. Picked the wrong fighter.
Don't get no ass on us.
Hey, listen, Greg, are you following the money or you following championships?
If it don't be for
are you following money or you following championships, Greg? Are you following money or you following championships, Greg?
Try to make them all housewives.
No, you following money. You following money, nigga. You following money. Yeah, you following money. Yeah, you wanted them whores down there. You wanted them out.
Man. You know what, man?
Money can get you at every given time.
Man don't even fit you. Being a man do not even fit you.
Nigga, you listen. Nigga, I told you what my friend. I told you what my friend down at the liquor store when he catch you.
Everybody do something. You know what I mean? Everybody punk you out. You don't say nothing. Yeah, and then you set up that
great. Thank David and Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. They gonna lose. And you're mad. You mad. You mad.
Nigga.
You mad. You mad.
And then the problem come up talking to him. You know what we're doing? Hey, come on, let's shake hands on it. Let's shake. Let's bet 10 down.
I'm not shaking your nasty ass hands for nothing in the world. Man, you probably doing stay on your ass. Hey, great. Man, I'm gonna stay on your ass and I'm gonna continue to tell you. May 2nd, Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. Guess what? We handle this business with Ryan Garcia. We don't got no friends in boxing. Listen, we don't got no friends in boxing. We got enemies. And you one of them, nigga. And anybody any of your fighters, nigga, can get it. Do you want to see Devin Haney fight anybody? Hey, Coach Malachi, how often do we want to see Devin Haney fight anybody?
Hey, Greg.
Devin Haney fight
anybody.
He's from the big.
Hey, Greg.
Do we want to see Tank and Devin Haney fight? Who do we want to see Tank fight?
You know how we go.
Ask him that, Coach. Can you ask him that?
He won't
seem to have anything else.
Greg can't hear me, man.
No,
when you tell Frank, turn his motherfucking hearing aid. Great. Turn your hearing aid up. Great. Goddamn battery went out in this hearing aid.
That's what you're doing,
goddamn battery went out in this motherfucking hearing aid. This old motherfucker.
And then you got a motherfucking son tugging a faggot up in the
the motherfucking hearing aid went out. Goddamn it, great. Hey, Coach Malachi, do this motherfucker like anybody?
Yeah, what the fuck?
This motherfucker like
nobody.
Damn great
He ain't listening.
Hasn't come over here and said anything nice about his wife or anybody. Any boxer, anybody.
Yeah, motherfucking shit.
So great as King
you can't talk about me, nigga. Yeah, ain't no great shit, nigga.
Listen, you're not grateful. You're not grateful. You're hateful. That's what you're not grateful. You're hateful. You're not Mr. Great. You're Mr. Hate.
Big faggot,
Mr. Hate.
You want
to talk about what another nigga is. We want to fight, nigga. Yeah, well, let's guess what? We want to fight, nigga.
I'm a man.
Yeah, we want to fight, nigga. Yeah. We want to fight, nigga. Hey, old nigga. Hey, old nigga. We in the fight, nigga.
Sometimes some of that shit, they don't want to ass up out there.
Mr. Old nigga. Mr. Old nigga.
Leave me.
Hey, Mr. Old nigga.
Leave me, baby.
You might get robbed, Mr. Old nigga. Yeah, but listen, that's the best thing that you can do is try to rob something, old nigga. Because listen, the penitentiary can't find your ass fast enough.
You working in Mayweather sometimes, nigga.
Stop name dropping, nigga. Stop name dropping. Who you want to see? You want to see a fight? You just want to talk.
Yeah, hating ass nigga.
You want to see a fight? Hey, Coach Malachi. I called to talk about the fight. I called to talk about the fight.
Hey, Greg, we got.
Somebody always talking about my
Malachi. Can we talk about the fight?
I'm trying. Hey, Greg.
No, he's talking about everything else. He's talking about the bus stop from Alabama. He's talking about the bus ride from Memphis. The man's talking about his life from Milwaukee. The man's talking about everything. But the motherfucking fight game.
We mean though, nigga. We eat well.
Nigga. No shit, Sherlock.
And got respect.
Hey, no shit, Sherlock.
Hey,
no shit, Sherlock. Are you gonna waste your callers? Are you gonna waste your time with anything else?
Hey, Greg, we got other callers.
Listen, you better hurry up and get to your point because you think
You better hurry up and get to the point. Because he's sinking in that hollow log, drinking that muddy water. He's sinking in that hollow log now.
He's going to get them motherfucking little young girls. He can
great.
And then get them pregnant.
Everything is young, old motherfucking man. There's nothing but young shit. There's nothing old to you, Methuselah. Nigga. Oh, nigga, listen. I knew I tried to get on here and find a reason. This is what you do best. You don't talk boxing, nigga. You don't talk boxing. You just waste them people's time talking about that. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. And we got enough time for everybody.
Great. We got
I'll see you May 2nd. Matter of fact, I'll talk to you. I'll call in and talk to you May 3rd. You don't talk boxing anyway.
Hold on. Hey, no, I got about he out the phone, man. I got about the phone, man. This is
That's right. Hey, Coach Malachi.
Yeah, he out. Go ahead.
Man, shout out to True Media Sports and the ability and the opportunity when you got the belief in yourself and in your team. I got one of the best fighters in the world. May 2nd, he's going to prove that he has the best skill set, the best jab, the best feet work in boxing. May 2nd. You guys get ready because we're talking about the resurgence, the rebirth of Devin the Dream Haney. At 26 young years of age, making that comeback to the ring, baby. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Bill.
31-0. Yes, sir.
Bill, you know what? I'm not, I was just showing I didn't know you were gonna call. You just called out of the
I'm always gonna call. I'm a fan of the show.
Well, you heard I said great call the show.
Not a day go by that if I'm not doing nothing, I won't call up in here and roast Gray's old ass because he's hating. He has nobody that he's riding. He got no fight he wants to see because he don't want to put Tank in no bad position. That's one thing about him. He's not around this motherfucker calling up and setting up no motherfucking matchmakers. Hey, bless you, brother. But listen, the opportunity for the people to make the fight, God bless you. For the people, thank you, King. For the people to call in the True Media and all the great outlets of the world and get a chance to talk to the Bill Haneys, the Devin Haneys, and talk to the boxers of the world. And we sit up and listen to Gray and all this bullshit. Just sit up and talk. Well, guess what? Devin versus everybody. Anybody can get it right now. We got Jose Ramirez May 2nd. We live. Devin is feeling good. And it's going to be an amazing night.
Hey,
Coach Malachi.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you called and spoke about that because I'm looking at the interview with Nigel. He did a great job. Shout out to Nigel. He did a great job. Devin did a great job in this interview. And Devin looked very, very relaxed. He took accountability for things that he could have done better in the ring and stuff like that. And I like that. He looked like he focused and locked in. He spoke about, hey, man, he's in Big Bear now. He's waking up in his mansion, ride around, coming to training camp in his Rolls Royce. And I'm like, boy, Lord, you get what I'm saying? Because, they say when a fighter start making money, they start waking up to them silk sheets. I think that's what Marvin Hagler said. It's kind of hard to get up for a fight when you're waking up to silk sheets every morning. So for him to find that rededicated and focused, what went into that? What went into that from a Devin Haney's mindset, Bill?
Yeah. Listen, that's good that you noticed. It was a great interview by Nas as well. Najee with Devin, where you grow and you get better. That's what at 26. That's what he's doing. Right? He's finding the alhamdulillah in everything. Allah makes no mistake. You know what I mean? There's always a lesson. The lesson and blessing. The lesson comes and then the blessing is there. So and that he took that as April 20th as a lesson and an opportunity to get better. You know what I mean?
So Sugar Shane Mosley, that was a surprise to probably some. How did that come about? Was it did you go out and look for him, or how did that come about?
That's what it's always about. It's always about better, right? It's never about just being about me and what I bring to the table. It's my ability to sacrifice what I might not know to bring in someone that knows something else. So we're continually getting better by bringing in others and learning, taking care of our professors in the game, right, and continuing to get better. And that's what it's all about. I think that, you see with you see a trainer, Robert Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, teaming up with a Jose Ramirez,
right,
on an attempt to defeat a Devin Haney. That's the only way. We bring in a Sugar Shane Mosley. You know what I mean? Who's familiar with everything that Oscar does and teaches and his philosophy, so to speak. And it just enhances what we've already have.
Is Shane Mosley just there to train Devin Haney to get ready for the fight, or is he the lead trainer, or how's that working out?
I'm the lead trainer.
Okay.
Just by simply me understanding all the different tools that Devin has in his inside the what we call a warehouse. It started out as a toolbox, tool shed, and then eventually being a warehouse full of tools. You know what I mean? And so I understand some things that Devin will get from Roger and Floyd Sr. and Jr. and Eddie Mustafa and Virgil Hunter and Roy Jones and Mike McCallum. So when you bring in a Sugar Shane to add in another layer in there, you want to be able to still work all the other components as well. At least be able to see him and recognize, okay, this is what he's doing. He's taking a look. He's taking a look over there like Roy would tell us. Or he's coming back with the hook like Eddie would always say. Or he's walking him down behind the shoulder like Big Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or he's going both directions to come back to go to the same direction like Big Floyd, like Little Floyd would always say. You know what I mean? In and out, rolling in and out like Roger. You know what I mean? Prevent like Virgil Hunter. So it's a lot that went into who Devin Haney is. May 2nd, you'll see more layers, an even better, sharper, even more focused Devin Haney.
Dev, somebody called the show, not called the show, but somebody left a message in the chat, and they were saying that he said that he trained, he said he trained with Sugar Shane Mosley for years. I think he said he was from not Pomona, California, but Pasadena, California, something of that sort.
Yeah,
and
Pomona is where Sugar Shane is from. So
yeah. So it could have been Pomona, and he said that he trained with it from years, and he say Sugar Shane is showing Devin Haney, how to perfect that knockout. Basically, he's saying something of that sort. Basically, he's saying that Sugar Shane Mosley is teaching Devin the Dream Haney the 5 fingers of death technique. Can you confirm that, or do you deny that?
I'm telling you that this is we spent some time with Sugar Shane and everything, the synergy and everything is working in perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I can say that. I can definitely say that it's working. It's working to our advantage. We're getting a chance to see it in sparring. We're getting a chance to see it, in the pads. We're getting a chance to see it. And I mean, like I said, it's another layer. You know what I mean? Another layer in the many layers that Devin has.
The interview with Nigel, Cigar Talk, shout out to them. I can't praise that brother enough. And thank you for giving the independent media an opportunity to be able to speak to you, to speak to Devin Haney and stuff like that, because I gained a newfound perspective watching that interview. I realized, you went around saying that, hey man, we did it independently. And I didn't really think about the significance of that. When you said you did it independently, I thought about Oakland. A lot of the Bay Area is known for rappers, artists, doing stuff independently, the independent movement, forever, bona fide hustlers. So when you explain to the people how difficult that it is to be an independent entity in the sport of boxing, you have a fighter such as Devin Haney, and to be able to maneuver the way you did, the sacrifices. Because I'm saying on the show, Devin Haney has to get back to, I remember you told me y'all used to go around the country in a Sprinter van, taking him in any city to get sparring in. Am I correct?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Devin Haney.
That transcended into everything.
Yeah. So Dev is gonna, if I can, this is a motivational tool right here. You got to go back to the Sprinter van days. Like you're Devin the Dream Haney now, but the Sprinter van days and all the sacrifices that was made, that you made as a father and stuff like that, and he had to make the train, all those, that's what led up to Devin the Dream Haney. He has to get back to the essence of that, and in order to rekindle that fire and stuff like that. If he can do that, then we might see a resurgence of it. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that transcends into what we believe in working with everybody and doing everything, for the fans to have the legacy that Devin has. We were working with all the promoters and talking to them, emailing and having conversations with everybody before Turkey came in the game, and it was one side of the street. I think right now it's one side of the street, but when Devin, when we came in the game, there was, there was this thing that you had to pick a side of the street or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I would like to get a cashier check. Oh, just 1 moment. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Bill, are you still in Big Bear?
No. We're in New York. We're in New York now.
Oh, okay. I know y'all was in New York.
Yeah, we're in New York. We're in New York. So we getting ready with whatever, like let me see, 10 days or something like that.
Okay.
11 days or something, 10 days.
Yeah.
Away from that Friday night, May 2nd. So we here, and we encourage any of the supporters that want to come out. We don't know what the tickets are going to look like, but they're assuring us that you will be a part of the festivities and you will have an opportunity to witness history.
You know what, Bill? Is there a reason why we don't have? All right, Bill just got out. Bill's phone just disconnected, y'all. So y'all bear with me. Let's give him a round of applause. His phone just disconnected. Hold on, I guess I can get to these super chats. Let's see. Shout out to Big Stonks. Okay. He said, F Bill, he's a bitch for setting coach up like that, like a bitch would do. He said, make sure you tell him I said that, coach. Yeah, you know what, Big Stonks, to be fair, to be honest with you, you wasn't here. My brother Ali from the ATL kind of addressed that already. And Bill said that he didn't have anything to do with it. So we kind of like, to be fair, we kind of like don't went past it, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, brother. That's honest to God true. Shout out to Skinny Man, salute. Okay. Dropping a half a dub. He said better than ESPN. Shout out to Skinny Man. Thank you, brother, for becoming a member. Shout out to Green Eyes Peach. She said repping hard for the set. Shout out to Nay the Great. She said throw in the towel, coach. Man, Lord have mercy. Okay. Listen, Nay, like, but with him and Gray, like you couldn't really hear what was, I got to go back and listen to it myself. You get what I'm saying? I really couldn't hear anything, to be honest with you.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, Bill phone disconnected, so I'm gonna wait on the phone to call me back. I don't know exactly what's going on. I thought he was in Big Bear because it kind of sounded, the signal kind of sounded kind of weak, and I think it's obvious that he's doing something. So if he's getting a money order or a cashier's check, he probably got to tell him the dollar amount. I'm pretty sure he don't want to say that on the phone. So shout out to IG. IG, salute to you, fam. Daniel Agnew in the building. Shout out to Lady Sam. She say Shane will be in the corner. Bill will be giving instructions. Okay, you know what? I was going to ask him that. That was the follow-up. So I already figured that Bill is going to be the lead trainer no matter what. So that was my follow-up question. Well, will Shane, who going to be in the corner? Will Shane be in the corner? I think that me personally, I mean, I would say, look, man, maybe Shane will bark the instructions to Bill in between rounds or whatever, and then Bill get in there and execute, say what he's going to say. But someone like a Shane Mosley who's fought on that level before, I'm pretty sure that I guess what I'm trying to say, Shane, it might be best to allow Shane to give out the instructions.
Hey.
Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, Paul.
Oh, great. What's up, fam?
Every time I get on the phone, you always want me to leave first. Let him leave so I can stay on the app to talk to him. And every time I get off the phone first, he be on the motherfucking phone still talking about me and shit. Let me stay on the phone first for a while, okay? Please.
Yeah, great. No, great. Hear me out, brother. No, what I'm saying is both of y'all was talking.
Get me off, and he kept me on the phone talking about me. He trying to shut me out, man. Shit, fuck that nigga. Yeah, you know it though, man. I'm telling all them niggas, he ain't want me to talk, man. All he want to do is I try to keep telling, man. Just hold down. I can't understand what you're saying. Both of us can't talk at the same time. You see, he wouldn't stop talking. You heard me. And you see, you verified. Don't tell me you didn't because you did.
But Greg, listen, it's both of y'all on the phone. The man in training camp, y'all arguing back and forth. We can't hear anything. I'm trying to get the information to the people. I'm trying to find out, is Sugar Shane Mosley?
What do you think I was trying to do?
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
You heard what I was saying? And what do you think I was trying to do? Did you hear what I was saying? I was saying, man, hold on. What's going on? You let me talk or you talk. You know what I'm saying? Something he just kept going and going. He heard me. But he didn't want to do that, though.
Hey, but Greg, y'all was doing the same thing, though. Both of y'all were talking to each other.
You don't give a fuck about somebody being from training camp.
Hey, Greg, you gotta turn the volume down, fam. You gotta turn the volume down.
All right.
Boy, I can't win for losing, boy. I can't win for losing.
Yeah, because he'll stay on the phone talking big shit about me, and I can't defend myself, man.
Yeah, great. I get all that, but I was past that. What I'm saying is they got a fight next weekend, so I'm trying to find out. Sugar Shane,
fight.
But no, great.
He answers the phone. He getting on the phone, jumping on the phone, talking shit. So obviously he don't give a fuck about the fight.
No, he was talking.
That's his problem.
No, he was talking about the fight too. Great, hear me out though. Hear me out. No, hear me out though. What I was trying to find out was, I said, okay, he got Sugar Shane Mosley training Devin Haney in training camp. So I'm trying to find out, is Shane gonna be the lead trainer? You know, what type of not necessarily strategies, but what led up to Bill and Devin choosing to work with Sugar Shane Mosley? What led to him going to Big Bear, California? What type of result that he expect differently? Did you work on this? And I had a series of questions I wanted to ask him that didn't nobody have asked him yet from a different perspective, so that people can hear. So that was very important, fam.
Yeah, well, obviously he didn't want to stay on the phone. He got the fuck off, didn't he? Fuck that nigga, man. Yeah, I want to know shit too, but you know, if he can just try to overtalk a motherfucker, man, come on. Cause look, I'm not calling this motherfucking show every time I call. He some kind of way he appears on the phone when I'm on that motherfucker.
Yeah, he just called. He listened to the show. He listened to the show. He just called. Like literally, he just called in.
I know he listened to it, but you know, the thing is that, you know, I don't care enough about him coming on the phone. You know, I don't give a fuck about no beer. But I'm saying that I'm not gonna keep on talking to top my motherfucking voice, man, about this with this nigga. Because he don't want nobody to say, try to overtalk me. And don't want nobody to say certain shit. He already know he don't want nobody to talk about certain shit. You know what I mean? But every time he say something I don't like, I'm going to go right to where it's going to hurt him at. You know? So I wouldn't say certain shit, but he make me say certain shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about him, his little motherfucking wife or whatever. But nigga, when you call yourself just jumping out there, keep on talking about what I do and my family, nigga, you ain't gonna say nothing about my family. Cause nigga, I come up there and chop your head off, motherfucker. As long as you keep it in the respect.
He said, what he said about your family? He said something about your family?
Nah, but I'm just saying, what y'all do? At the end of it, I heard him say something about some bus driving shit. You know what I mean? You know, what you do? I don't give a fuck about that, man. You can say the same shit out your mouth every time you get on the phone. If that's what you want to do, boss. That's your mouth. But, boy, you can bet you got some action coming right back. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Well,
I ain't for all that.
I think it's obvious. It's obvious you and Bill don't like each other. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that.
I told you from the beginning I ain't like that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't I tell you from the beginning when I first met you? I said, I don't like that nigga.
Yeah. You said that.
I don't like him. I tell the whole world I don't like him.
You said you don't like him because of the tank? You said you don't like him because of the tank,
because I know what he is. See, the thing is, I just know what kind of nigga he is, man. It ain't just because of tank. You know what I mean? But I know, look, I'm saying it too, man, in a couple 2 more days. Don't you know I done been in the streets all my life, motherfucker. I done accomplished a whole lot. That's what he want me to, he want me to get to talk like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not talking that kind of talk on no phone. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, that's not his business, that part of my life. So, you know, he can ask or whatever, all he motherfucking want to. But he's going to get no answer out of me. Let him do the talking, like he always do. So them kind of niggas always talking their way into some shit. You know what I mean? But the thing is that You know, I'm not gonna holler. I'm not gonna keep shooting and holler at a job, screaming all that, talking my motherfucking voice, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm 72 years old. I'm not gonna be hollering all talking my voice, screaming and hollering with this nigga every day.
But see,
he's crazy.
But see, this the thing, Gray. Like with two people talking, it's always best to let one person say what they gotta say, and then you reply back, or vice versa. When you have two people,
I did that for about 3-4 minutes.
Nah, both of y'all was talking over each other. Like y'all did that last time.
Yeah, I know that.
Y'all did every time y'all on the phone together, y'all do the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay, but the thing is that this the first time I said that, man, I want you to hold up, man. I want you to just talking for a minute, man. So I'm trying to tell him, you know, can't one of us talk at a time. I told him, I said, I know you can't hear me, motherfucker, because I can't hear you, both of us talking at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, vice versa.
Yeah.
I know he all that shit, but he don't want to stop talking. He want to just keep on. Because you know what? It's a fear in him that he thinks that I'm going to go into all that talking that he really don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I already know. You know what I mean? He don't want to hear that shit, man. You know, he fake like he want to hear it, but he don't. Oh, motherfucker. No, let me tell you something. Oh, motherfucker want to keep on here. He ain't motherfucker talking about their son and the wife and getting knocked out and all that. He's a stupid motherfucker. I wouldn't even be getting on the phone like that trying to answer that shit or please that shit. Trying to show that I'm like that.
They got to fight.
You know,
they got to.
like
You know Devin Haney got a fight next weekend. You do know that, right?
I know all that shit, but he ain't had no fight before then. And he still get on. He's been doing this shit for years, man.
Yeah.
You know, this nigga do this shit for doing it for years, man.
Yeah, but I'm talking about.
I ain't gonna get on the phone and keep talking. You know, my motherfucking son losing fights and got to learn some more shit and that, and talk to some other motherfucker, man. Nah, man, I'm gonna fuck coach and fuck Gray and everybody else for a minute. Let me get my shit together first. That's how that goes. Well, that's how it works in my book.
Yeah, but that's what,
you know what I mean.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is that's what they doing. He doing interviews. His son doing interviews. They got a fight next weekend. So that fight happening next weekend in New York. So it's getting close to it. So the topic of the show now that Sugar Shane Mosley is training Devin Haney in preparation for his next fight, I wanted to find out information as it relates to how did that come about. I didn't know he was gonna call the show. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was gonna call the show.
I know he was gonna call the show. Because he keep your show on.
Yeah.
Don't nobody fuck with him like that no more, man.
I know anytime I'm talking about Devin Haney, he's scouring the internet for that. So if he see I'm talking about Devin Haney, then when you called the show, I think you was the trigger, because when you called the show and he heard you talking, you know, about his son, then he called right in. That's how it always end up anyways.
Yeah, but what about them podcast motherfuckers be talking about it? Boxing Ego, KO, and all them motherfuckers. Everybody be talking about him. He don't do that shit with them. They cut his ass up, and he be trying to get off the phone.
I don't think some of them dudes have a call-in show like this one. Do they have a call-in show where you can call the number?
Yeah,
they do.
Boxing KO got a motherfucking call in.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Boxing Ego, you know what I'm saying? You just talk to him. You know what I mean? You know, that's another motherfucker on that. You know, you just hear him talking shit. And the other ones, you know, and all that kind of shit, man. But, you know, what's that nigga name? That weed-head motherfucker.
To my Ness?
Yeah.
The Boston Boys?
He got called in show. Yeah, but I don't like that nigga. I would never call him on this show. I don't like him anyway.
Who do you? Hey, Greg, who do you like? Who do you like?
You gotta keep talking about who do I like, man. It's a whole lot of motherfucker on that YouTube shit, man. That's all right, you know. But the thing is that the ones that y'all they're around and shit, those are the ones that be up on that motherfucker, you know. Because everybody always talking some niggas here shit, and Bill Haney get on there and get to talking that shit. Now, I'll just be one of them kind of niggas be ready to cut that shit down, man. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so the weed head dude, Nestor Gibbs. Well, what about him? You don't like? What about him? You don't like?
Because that motherfucker, he always, anybody he like, somebody he don't like, he always find a big fault in them. He always got some shit to say, but he's not fair. You know what I mean? Say like you might be fair. He ain't fair, but he trying to pretend he's fair.
Do you consider yourself fair?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
But tell me where. I tell you what. Be honest. Where do you think I want never fair?
No, I'm asking you. Do you consider yourself fair? Because it's subjective to the individual. Yeah. It's
Huh?
It's subjective
because
to the individual. I'm saying it's subjective to the individual.
Yeah, I call myself being fair. You know why?
Why?
Because all I'm doing, I'm gonna speak my opinion, and I'm gonna try to speak the truth as best as I can from what I see and hear.
So don't you feel that the people who you don't like, the other podcasts, don't you think they be doing the same thing?
Say that again now.
Do you think that the people who you don't like, the other podcasts, do you feel that they doing the exact same thing that you're doing? Hey, we're gonna speak, we're gonna speak our mind, and you're gonna tell the truth the way you see it. That's your perspective.
Yeah,
Their perspective could be the same as yours. You get what I'm saying? So looking at it from objective standpoint.
But the thing about it, they get all jammed up and caught up in shit. You know what I mean? Like, the motherfucker, 1 minute, you got you might be with a coach, and coach wind up getting dropped or lose or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Then he switch over to somebody else. You know what I mean? And get to talking some shit about you. And some of the shit, all of it don't be true. They put it in a way, a certain kind of way, the saying fall shit out to the public, man. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I can see that. You know what I mean? I can see certain things,
Well, yeah, you can see certain things.
I'll be right there. I wanna be able to straighten it up if I can. Yeah, I don't want everybody to just think all I do is come on and hoop and holler, screaming and cussing like I ain't got no motherfucking sense. I got a whole lot of sense, man. But it's like I was calling in today just to talk about Bruce and Brian Norman's son. They say I don't think he's no motherfucking world class boxer. I mean, no elite fighter and all that kind of shit. He got knockout punch and all that kind of shit and all that. But when I seen him fight that boy, man, I can't even think of that nigga name. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He went to the 12th round. I said, all he got to do, man, is just push all step back and just get up and you can throw a little short hooks, uppercut, and everything. I said, they need to teach him how to fight inside, man. Because he don't know how to fight inside to me anyway. Well, to me, that's my opinion. You know what I mean? Now, on outside, he's fight pretty good at getting them motherfuckers up out there. I said, but he ain't going to beat no Booth unless he get a little better than what he is, from what I see.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If he beat Booth, he gonna have to get up in that motherfucker and get him one of them motherfuckers that hook or something, knock his ass out. Cause he's strong as a motherfucker, and you can see that catching.
Yeah, no, he's strong. He can hit now. He's from the South, so he got that Georgia strength. But the thing is, as I said before, when you are a champion in the weight division, Gray, and you the best in the division, the duty of a champion is to fight the other champions, to fight the other top guys. We don't put them in the witness protection program. That's why I don't compare these guys, whether it's Devin Haney, Tank, Shakur Stevenson, whoever. I don't compare these guys to Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, to Roberto Duran, Hearns. That's a different time and a different era. I can't compare these guys to that because their mentalities was different. Yeah, so.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like you asked me earlier. Well, what you think about Tank? Or why you don't think something about Tank father? Why can't they fight Tank or whatever?
Yeah.
I was saying that they just want Tank to lose, man. Any kind of way he can. See, it ain't that Tank wouldn't fight them motherfuckers. It's just that, a lot of times, man, people, boys, man, is real finicky, man. You know what I mean? They don't want to be embarrassed of what, you had a hard life, man. You know, your mom and father want dope, crack, all that shit. They don't want to keep hearing that for the whole world to hear it all the time and everything, man. You know what I mean? And them niggas, man, they, you know, and say certain little shit, you know what I mean? They know they probably had a better home bringing than he did. You know, maybe the father and the mother was in the home, or maybe the mother was there too, you know, with them and all that kind of shit. May have been no father. But,
Right.
you know, they team up on it, man, you know. And, you know, he'll get mad on, I've seen that man a few times. I said, damn, he mad as a motherfucker. I could tell from what somebody said, right? And I was saying, he ain't gonna fight them motherfuckers. You know what? The shit they say, man. I ain't gonna let them niggas get no bag. You know what I mean? You know.
So what you telling me? So what you telling me?
Tank gonna keep on fighting less opponents and just get the money and shit or whatever until they put the press on it and make him fight, you know, some kind of way, you know. So, you know, just like with Lamar Rose, he got the press on it and he had to find somebody worthy of fighting him. You know what I mean? Him fighting rather. You know, that kind of shit. You know, so, you know, yeah, but, you know, I don't think it's right for Bill Haney, you know, to go around preaching about, y'all stay there and raise your sons and this and that and all that shit and all that. Then you get to talking to Tank and talking about your mother and your father and all that shit. And he don't know what to say. He don't know how to defend himself. You know what I mean? And Bill know that shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, great.
He know it, man.
Hey, great.
Because he partly street nigga. You know what I mean? And this is why I get mad with, why don't this bitch ass nigga Calvin say something, man?
Hey, great.
You know, I'm still talking about, oh, I don't want to talk to no Bill. I don't want to talk to no Bill shit.
Hey, great. Let me ask you a question.
That shit.
Great. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I got other callers. I have other callers that's calling to the show, just like you calling to the show.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I accept any other calls so I can talk to other callers? Would you mind that?
Man, it's your show, man. You talk who you want. Now, yeah, you say you want them. What you call? You know, yeah. I wouldn't go up though. I wouldn't go up there and stand up there in those, what you call it? Times Square, by that nigga for nothing. Where I've been to throw them in this first if I can hurt them or not. Ain't bullshit, man. That nigga, I don't like that dude, man. He's a big pony, man. He's a pony. He one of the kind of niggas that he tell you, man. He'll turn on you, man. He one of them kind of dudes, man. I see it on in him.
Hey, great.
He'll turn on you.
Great.
Huh?
Great. I gotta let other calls call in.
Okay then. All right. Go ahead. Hold on, Coach.
All right.
You know, so you talking about the fight is on next week, I think.
Yeah, next weekend. Fight next weekend.
Yeah. Wasn't this fight on last Saturday?
Yeah, fight next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. All right. Well, yeah, I think fights on this Saturday.
No,
too.
I know exactly fight. I said was in the fight on last Saturday, man.
Yeah, it was. It was something last Saturday. But hey, I'm gonna get at you, okay? Shout out to Great, man. DC, stand up. Shout out to Great. Yeah. I respect my elders. I do respect my elders. So, Carlo, though, I respect my elders. So anytime I get an elder on the phone or whatever, I'm always very compassionate towards the elders, So I know, that's just the way I am, Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just the way I am. I respect my elders. That's all. God damn, but yeah, you know what I mean? So hold on, we got another call calling in. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
About time we got his old ass off there. What I did was when I got off, right? I said, okay, let me wait and let's see what this nigga got to say. He ain't said nothing. Nigga just sat up there and talk. He ain't said who he want to see fight. He don't care nothing about that. If that's the favorite fighter, nigga, and you think he any good, then match him up, nigga. Put him against everybody. Instead of, that's what them old bullies. See, Gray's a bully. He's an old bully that ain't never did nothing. Listen, and when we talk about give him a second to talk about what he did in life, the nigga said, I'm not going to say that. Now, that's a nigga that either ain't did nothing or a nigga's ashamed of everything that he did. Nigga, who do you think he fooling? You don't think that we thinking? You don't think that we niggas that we grow up knowing an old nigga that just I don't want to say what I didn't used to do. It ain't, see, when he start talking about what he done did, I get quiet. That's for him. I'm not gonna do no talk. Cause nigga, you ain't did nothing. Or you ashamed of it. That shit you been sitting around there doing on that motherfucking back road back there with no shoes on and shit. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Gray felt like I did him wrong. He said, "You got me off the phone," and I'm trying to explain to him. I'm saying, "Look, brother, it ain't that. I got off the phone. It's just you and Bill."
When I first talked to him, because when you think about the elders, you think that they have, you have to listen to see what, because they have life, they have experience. I seen Gray ain't got shit. He's just an old nigga. The nigga's just an old nigga, man. Period. You know what? Listen, and he's old scared. Old scared. One thing is old scary, nigga. Because guess what? Now he don't even want to see who he believes in fight everybody. You know what I mean?
No, but Gray feel like he got to defend himself. He said, "You call the show and you talking bad about him, and now he got to defend himself." So look, okay, let's get past Gray for a moment. Next week you got a fight coming up.
Gray got to let life experiences and with the younger people tell us something. Don't just be on this motherfucker barking and you can't say nothing that you done did, but set up and hate. All you do is hate. He don't like no motherfucking body. You know?
Hey, so next week, all right. So next week y'all got a fight coming up, right? Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez. You got a lot of people feel that, like Gray said that it's over with for you. It don't matter if you work with Shane Mosley, you ain't gonna win, you're gonna get knocked out, this and that. Now I don't know if he's making an honest assessment of it or he's just saying that because he don't like Devin Haney. That's a possibility. However,
that's what Gray said?
Yeah, that's what Gray said before you called. Yeah.
Oh man, listen.
Yeah.
Gray crazy in the motherfucker, man. We're gonna go in here and handle this business, man, May 2nd, and then on to the next, inshallah, God willing. But we cannot look past him. He's not a fighter that we wanted to look past. I mean, give us credit. We continuing to keep boxing lit.
Is Shane Mosley gonna be in the corner with you for the fight?
Absolutely. That's what I was telling you is Shane will be in the corner with me. Nate Jones will be in the corner with me too. Another hell of a fighter and hell of a professor and someone that has great eyes and an IQ for the sport. You know what I mean? We wanted to bring in some superpowers. You know what I mean? And have a super allegiance, man. Some super friends, man. With Superman himself, man. Devin the Dream Haney.
Bill, so y'all, so DSP Promotions, you guys have a direct connection to Turk Al-Sheikh. Am I correct in saying that or no? Am I wrong?
Well, yeah, this is Devin directly to Turkey. Something that everybody else now you get a chance to hear it and grow accustomed to it. Especially a young fighter. I mean, that's what Turkey has said time and time again. That's the way that he looks forward to talking to fighters because the fighters are the boss. I've been saying that all along. Turkey ain't got no bunch of respect for the promoters. He holds the fighters in high esteem, and he makes the fights happen that the fighters want to make happen because they're really in charge. So the days of hiding behind a promoter and saying you really want to fight, but your promoter don't want it, man, that's been bullshit. That's old and outdated, just like Gray.
Hey, Bill.
You know what I'm saying?
Bill,
and no more excuses.
What's the purpose of even dealing with? Okay, if you guys are dealing directly with Turk Al-Sheikh, now Turk Al-Sheikh is not a promoter, from my understanding.
Ask him again. No. The question you're gonna ask him again. Why is everybody else not doing the Devin Haney, going the Devin Haney route? Yeah, well, guess what?
I'm getting to that.
That's what the promoters, listen, that's what the promoters, I'm going to say, because I already know you, that's what the promoters are mad about, is that Bill Haney is on here and able to talk and beat his chest, that we reached the mountaintop. We changed the narrative. All that bullshit that y'all talking about that you can't make this fight happen because the promoters, y'all got caught lying. Y'all was lying all along. Now you hear fighters come out and say, well, they fired or they've retained other promoters. They've done other things.
You got all on working together.
Come on, man. When is they gonna give Devin Haney the credit, man? At 26, he's worked with everybody. No different than what Turkey Al-Sheikh has demanded. No different than what Bob Arum has said that he's gonna do. Eddie Hearn said that he's gonna do. Tom Brown said that he's gonna do.
The Cougars.
Oscar De La Hoya said, what did they all say they was gonna do? They said they was gonna work together. What has Devin already been doing? Working together. But guess what them bootlicking monkeys was in there saying? Guess they were saying? They were saying, oh, well, that's because Devin doesn't have an elite, and Devin doesn't have a home, and Devin is out of boxing, and Devin can't do this, and Devin can't do that. Come on, man. Did we not prove them wrong, Coach?
Yeah, so no, that's what I'm getting at. So now, if you're dealing directly with Turk Al-Sheikh, what's the purpose of even dealing with a promoter at this point? Because I see certain fighters. We got Shakur Stevenson. Well, he was dealing with Eddie Hearn and and Turk Al-Sheikh. But I felt like somebody like a Shakur Stevenson and Jay Prince, they should deal directly with Turk Al-Sheikh instead of signing with a promoter and then dealing with him like that. Cut the middleman out. What's the benefits of doing that?
Instead of saying that, that's what I'm saying is tell him to do the Devin Haney. Don't hate on him.
Yeah.
Congratulate that he's opened up a door and opened up an opportunity. Because before that, you said that, people were saying, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. And so picture this then. If Devin is everything that you're saying that he's not, then those fighters have the ability to do what Devin is doing because you guys said that Devin is everything.
Right.
That you said that they're everything that Devin isn't, right? So that proves that they're lying. That proves that they're not him. Him is the guy that's going to step out on his own merit, on his own faith. That's what we got. The Oakland shit. You see what I'm saying? And if we were just sitting around in Oakland, putting it down versus putting down what's in us, then we would be, you know what I mean? We wouldn't be who we are.
Isn't that what about Edgar Berlanga? Isn't that kind of what Edgar Berlanga's doing now? It seems like he's dealing directly with Turk Al-Sheikh. He's not with a promoter. He's a free agent.
Absolutely. Listen, that's the way. That's what we know business to be. Right. We don't believe that the promoter is in charge. That's them though. That's the people. That's the people that, like I say, that have that mentality, man. That's being brainwashed, bamboozled. Once you sign with the promoter, you really know that he's not in charge. You can hide behind him if you want to. But the more that you hide behind him, the more that you let him think that he's in charge, the more that he's going to act like it. The more you're going to get left behind in the meeting. The more that you won't understand or know the trajectory of where you're going. The more that you'll go on his advice versus your own gut and your own merit.
So would you say that Turk Al-Sheikh, the position, because he seems like he's the most powerful man in boxing. Is that safe to say that?
I'll definitely say that if he's not the most powerful man, he's the most influential man in boxing right now.
Okay, so we'll just say he's the most influential man in boxing right now. He got the backing of the Saudi the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. So he's been able to come into the game and make all of these companies who, when there was a Cold War, work together. You being an independent, you always stress your independence. You're independent. You and Devin Haney, y'all did it y'all way, stuff like that. How in the hell were you able to do what you was able to do as an independent by working with Matchroom, working with Top Rank, working with different promotional companies, Golden Boy and stuff like that? How in the hell was you able to do that without being, taking a traditional route? Traditional route meaning, a fighter signed to a promoter like Top Rank got a bunch of fighters their fighters that signed to them. How was you able to do that? And you got gatekeepers in boxing.
Well, you're walking in the room like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You're walking in, and that doesn't have a male or female ring to it. I'm just saying, you just walking in there ready to do whatever, go for whatever, right? You're not standing on, you don't have what you want. You don't have no belief, and they take advantage of you. They've been around since forever. But, Devin believes in himself. I believe in him. We both believe in the team that we put together. You know what I mean? And more so that it's going to help those that come behind us. You know what I mean? That's what all the energy comes from, is that there will be fighters and fathers and mothers that'll come behind and say that, we did it the way Devin and Bill did.
Do you foresee more fighters doing it the way you and Devin did it, and are doing it right now?
Yeah, we see him being inspired by it, but to actually do it, you know what I'm saying? You got to go in there and you got to stand on it. You know what I mean? You can't go in there starstruck. I mean, like Devin said on the Nazi, that you know that was a fighter that he idolized. You know what I'm saying? From a fight perspective.
Talking about Sugar Shane Mosley?
But when it came, no, that Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Got the paper from Floyd.
Yeah.
You know, Dev wanted to do something with Floyd, but it wasn't the same to what his business acumen understood.
Right.
So he's constantly going in and outside the ring. So the inside the ring part of it would have been great, but the outside of the ring business wouldn't have been what it is right now.
All right. So next weekend, I got a lot more questions, but I'm looking forward to flying out. Listen, Bill, flying out now.
Yeah.
After your fight, I'm flying out. I'm coming to see y'all after y'all rest and vacation and stuff, but I'm flying out to come see you.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Bill, I wish y'all listen, I wish y'all luck. I wish y'all Jose Ramirez as well. I know he's coming to fight. Some people look at this fight as this could be a trap fight for Devin Haney. Some people feel that psychologically that Devin Haney is not there from a mental standpoint, and once he get hit with that left hook, he's gonna wither, in the moment. What say you about that? Do you feel that people have a valid point, or what is your message to those people who feel that way?
No, we listen. They have been hit with more than just a left hook in life. That's all part of the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's for the week. You know what I'm saying? That's for the week. He's ready. He's mentally prepared for this. You know what I mean? This is what he signed up for. This is, boxing him down each other. You know what I mean? And it's been a marriage. It's the ups and downs of it, but he's mentally there and prepared and ready for May 2nd.
Do you I know you're not looking. I I heard Devin Haney say he's not looking past Jose Ramirez. I gotta ask you this because I didn't know. How did he end up on the table? Did you search for him? Did you pick him, or did you reach out to Turki Al-Sheikh? And Turki Al-Sheikh was the one that answer this. Does Turki Al-Sheikh has his own matchmakers? Like, how would these fights are made?
He has a heck of a team. One guy in particular, Dr. Rakan, who's amazing at what he does.
Okay.
He has the pulse of the people and the understanding of what good fights are. You know what I mean? And as far as Golden Boy goes and Oscar De La Hoya, outside of Ryan Garcia and Jose Ramirez, there's not much over there for us. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good opportunity that Oscar would have to bring a fight, another fight for his fighter, a fight that's also a great fight for us, and then come back with the Ryan Garcia fight. You know what I mean? Because everyone knows in matchmaking, especially at this elite level, there are very few fighters that are scheduled in the same way where they can fight at the same time. And Jose Ramirez's schedule was right. Devin's right. We want to stay on the same schedule to get this rematch in October or September. So everything felt right.
So you know what? I was saying earlier on the show, I thought about it. I say this rematch is going to be bigger. Like, this rematch is going to be huge. This is going to be one of the most anticipated fights in boxing because of the drama. And the way boxing works, especially in America, we love the drama. So because of the drama, because of the Osterine, because of Devin Haney losing, and then they got the lawsuit, then the loss got turned to a no contest, and the 3 knockdowns and this and that, and just all the drama that went around it. I think it's going to make the rematch even bigger. Both guys have questions that are the answer. People will need to know, was that a fluke? Is it just that Ryan Garcia has Devin Haney's number? It has nothing to do with the PEDs. And Ryan Garcia is going to have to prove that, hey, look, I need to show that I can beat this guy without having Osterines in my system and stuff like that, without cheating. I need to show everybody that wasn't a fluke. That wasn't the determining factor in why I won and stuff like that. So I just think the anticipation, the drama, the soap opera, so to speak, that's surrounding the build up to it, I'm looking forward to both of you guys winning your matches. I think Ryan Garcia has an easy match. I don't think highly of Rolly Romero's skills at all. I think he needs to be arrested for perpetrating for pretending to be a fighter myself. But that's my personal hate and bias. But however, if both of you guys win, I think it's up. What say you about that?
I think it's Bella. Hold on one second. Let's get that. Oh, yeah. Okay, two of the biggest fights. Two of the biggest fights in boxing. You know what I mean? Two of the most biggest fights in boxing. Devin versus Ryan and Bud versus Canelo. You know, and those, Devin's my guy and Bud's my guy. You know what I mean?
To my Bud.
Those are yeah, Bud Crawford. Yeah, right, okay. Exactly. Both of them. I'm telling them both. Well, both of you can be victorious this year and make for boxing to be great. Great again. Those two fights. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy what the year has in store. Inshallah. We'll get this money on May 2nd. Come back in October, and I think Bud's fight is when is Bud's fight?
September. In September. I don't know exactly which week. But yeah.
Yeah. That makes for a heck of a year right there, brother.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, Bill, listen. I'll reach out to you next week, man, early next week, because I know y'all got media on next week, fight week. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you know what your schedule is going to look like for fight week for all of the fighters?
Okay. So I'll call you back, but I'll make sure I call you and let you know next week what the media schedule is going to be. Okay. I know this week we're kind of just getting acclimated because we left out a Big Bear and came down to New York. So we'll be in the gym at 7:00, and yeah, man, we're just looking forward to it. You know what I mean? And I'll definitely keep you posted, and I'll be back on here anytime Gray's old ass comes on here talking about Tank, but not matching him up against nobody. Then getting mad when somebody say they want to fight Tank. I just can't stand none of them people. None of them people. They don't want him to fight nobody, and then they don't. And they don't want nobody to talk about they want to fight him.
All right. Shout out to Bill. Bill, I'll talk to you.
See you later, King.
Absolutely. Yeah. Bro, like, yeah, I had them the questions I had wanted to ask earlier, man, but I couldn't get the question in because him and Gray going back and forth, yelling and screaming and all this stuff down. Like, man, shit, I need to. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Foodie. She say weird shit. I've never been able to understand that either, Bill. Yeah, so my thing is this here. I'm like, well, you know what? And I said this earlier, was that earlier this week? Last week, when we did a show about Shakur Stevenson. I was like, man, you know what? When you're on that level, and I said this last week, I said, once you get on the level that Haney is on, Tank Davis is on, Ryan Garcia is on, Teofimo, stuff like that. Hold on. I said that, you know what? You don't went through the phase. Hold on. You don't went through the phase of you going through the promoter to help build you up. Now, once you have been built up and you are able to leave and become a free agent, you should deal directly with the plug. Now, the plug is not a promoter, but you deal directly with the plug, so you ain't got to worry about, I got to go through this dude to get to that guy and stuff like that. Like, you cut the middleman out. Since Turk Al-Sheikh is reaching out directly to the fighters anyways. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, man? Two Bama's wild. When you put them two jokers on the phone, good Lord.
Yeah.
Real quick, my thing with Haney, I'm a huge Haney supporter and shit. But my thing is, they just doing too much for something that was supposed to be a failed drug test. You dig what I'm telling you? Like, it's like you making all these changes, but your argument is, if he wasn't on Austria, I would have won. Well, why? What's the use of making all these changes? Like, I mean, I don't know. And I personally, huh?
No. In that interview, I think he kind of addressed that. He acknowledged that there were some things that he did wrong, and he felt
the left hook, the hooks, and all that. But I don't think that has anything to. What I personally thought happened. I think he got hurt in the first round. and it was downhill from that. And then also what I think happened is the Austrian helped Ryan maintain his power. That's it. I don't know how, and then I mean, they know better than I do. I don't know how Shane Mosley is going to help him on this. It's just more. Well, like I said, the Team Haney have this reputation. They going to bring the best of the best trainers to come in there. That's one thing we will say. They done worked with everybody except Robert Garcia and except for Bibble trainer or whatever. What's his face? I can't remember his name. But I'm like, they work from Ben Davison to now Shane Mosley to Floyd to Big Floyd to fucking Roger to you name it. They worked with him. So I mean, that's their MO, and that's cool and everything. They got the bread to do it. And then as far as the cop out as in voices and all this shit, I ain't trying to hear all that. You already grew up in a mansion. You grew up riding Range Rovers and everything. That ain't it. It's just, I mean, just handle business, man. Just act like y'all got y'all owe. Just rock out like shit like that. I would rock out like this motherfucker only beat me because he was on Oscar. That's it. Because I mean, it's just a little bit too much. But that Bama great wild Slim. Good God, he be doing shit. That pom shaking, he got serious pom poms for that West Baltimore motherfucker. Good. This is the problem I had.
He love Tank.
Lord, this is the problem I be consistent about Davis fans. Davis fans are the only. Well, you might have a couple fans from me, but they are famous for not wanting that boy to fight nobody. They will tell you, we cool with him not fighting the motherfucking soul, and they want me to take them serious. Great outright told y'all, we don't want nobody to get a payday. He don't need to fight the best motherfucker.
Yeah, he admitted. He admitted the ducking.
He ain't the first one.
He didn't
they
realize
always say that.
He didn't even realize it.
They all do that, and y'all still pom shake for that protected motherfucker in Witsec up there, man. I don't understand it. This motherfucker done scraped the bottom of the barrel all these years. Now he about to retire because he done scraped the bottom of the barrel so long that now it's nothing but elite fighters. Oh, well, it's time for me to break now. There ain't nothing but elite fighters left now. Or I'm going to have to go to 126 start grabbing them motherfuckers up. Now he about to retire off after scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's the problem I have, man, with these Reggie Davis fans. They don't want that Bama to fight nobody. They are content with this motherfucker just scraping the bottom of the barrel, Slim. They don't give a fuck. And they tell you, you just want him to get beat. Yeah, we want that motherfucker to get beat and fight somebody we think he can beat that'll beat his ass. They hating on him because they trying to put him into a fight.
Hey,
we want the motherfucker into a fight. What is we talking about?
Hey, no, man.
But great from Northwest. Great from Northwest. So he hit Northwest Bama. So he just a Northwest Bama. He uptown Bama.
He love Tank, man. He love Tank, man. That's just what it is.
But he pretty much preaching for how pretty much Reggie Davis fans are. He really, it's just that he just representing for the way they feel. What he's talking is how 98% of Tank Davis fans feel, bro.
You know what?
Reggie Davis fans.
I've had a lot of calls. Like I sat back and I had a lot of calls on this show when we did Tank Davis shows. And if I'm being honest, again, I don't have a dog in the race, but if I'm being honest, that pretty much, I think that's pretty much a fair assessment. That's pretty much how they talk.
I'm not lying, and that's why pretty much. That's pretty much how it is with this motherfucker. And everybody, why you don't like? Because his fan base is some shit. They don't even want this man to compete. And then they say, well, we ain't trying to get no black fighters no paydays. Yeah. Why should they get a payday? Man, what the fuck are you worried about who get paid or not? That ain't you supposed to be a boxing fan. You need to worry about your favorite motherfucking fighter competing. I want to see competition. These motherfuckers just want to beat their chest. They ain't making money because you can't make money off the fights he make. So how are you motherfuckers making money off this motherfucker? Yeah. You can't make money. It's impossible because the odds are so lopsided. And the only way you can make money off a Davis fight is what? You have to literally bet the round he gonna knock the motherfucker out in. That's it. That's it. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Gray needs to stop that Bama shit, and Haney needs to just go ahead and do what Haney do, man. And bitches be like, man, we just going to business as usual. Motherfucker got popped, but we just going to get him in the back end, and I'm doubling down on Haney. When that fight happened, I still got Haney. I don't give a fuck about that hook. He just got hurt in the first round. That's all. He be back. I'm out, Mo.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I kind of, you know, again, man, like as I said before, fam, y'all know me, dog. Like, you know, I think I'm the only boxing content creator outside of the old school boxing historians. I got a boxing criteria. My criteria is simple. Same piece of paper that I wrote this on in 2021. The level of competition, you know, that's how I judge a fighter. I judge you by the level of competition you have fought throughout your career. You know, how many top 10 fighters have you fought? Did you dominate the weight division? How many career-defining fights have you had? And did you fight the best in the division? If you've been there for years. So pretty much my criteria is a Marvin Hagler criteria. That's pretty much my criteria. Marvin Hagler criteria. That's my criteria. What Hagler did. You know, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, this ain't the Hagler era. It don't have to be the Hagler era. If you got other champions in your weight division and you got other top dudes in your weight division and you're not actively seeking out to fight those guys or giving them opportunities or whatever to fight so you can beat them and knock them off, if you're not doing that, then guess what? It doesn't matter which era it is. We look at you judge a man by how they move. So that's how I judge all fighters. That's why I ain't got no love affair with none of these fighters. You're never going to see me online arguing with another man about his emotions of, you know, how he feel about a certain fighter. That's the dumbest shit in the world to me. What I look like at my age arguing with another man about his feelings and emotions over a fighter that he don't even know and don't know he exists. I'm just saying me. So I see things totally different. I don't see these fighters or view these fighters in the eyes of the modern day social media fan. I don't. I see them one way. Is you niggas throwing hands or you're not throwing hands? If you saying he Godzilla, I better see him in the ring with King Kong. If you say he Megatron, I better see him in the ring with Optimus Prime. If you say he He-Man, he better be in the ring with Mum-Ra. Oh no, Skeletor. If you say he Lion-O, he better be in the ring with Mum-Ra. If you say he Vegeta, he better be in the ring with Goku. If this guy fighting, if he got a resume full of Krillins, Papa Smurfs, Shorty Big Nuts, hog head cheese sandwiches, and you telling me no, he the best, and that's all he fighting, I have to disagree with that. True. It's not even a debate with me. It's not even a debate with me.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
We ain't nothing to talk about. I don't care how many tickets the nigga selling. You know, this for any fighter. I don't care if he driving Lambos with thigh doors. None of that is of a benefit to me. The only benefit that I get out of watching the top fighters fight each other is the joy in watching two guys who's supposed to be the best and watching the final result. Because when two men get in the ring and fight, whether it's two men or two women, it's the battle to settle all disputes. Just like I said, when Spence and Crawford fought each other, all of that animosity that led up to that from the fan bases, I said, you know what? This is going to be the fight to end all disputes. There's no more disputes with Errol Spence and Crawford fans. That's done. That was the fight that ended all disputes. When you got top fans over here, and you know, let's say you got Tank Davis fans over here, and you got Devin Haney fans over here, or you have Shakur Stevenson fans over here, or you have Keyshawn Davis fans over here. You're always going to have Tank fans, Keyshawn fans, Shakur fans, and other fans always arguing about, yeah, Tank will do this, and Shakur will do that to Tank, and Keyshawn will do that to him, and everybody do that to them. And I said, you know how we can, you know how we can solve who will do what? How we can solve who will do what? They need to fight each other. True. When I say that, and you go to telling me, well, hold on, wait a minute now. Well, we'll fight them. But see, what we got to do now, we got to circumcise the parameter of the perpendicular square as it relates to the diaphragm dealing with certain molecules within the atom sphere, of the diaspora, of the triangular mindset within the third eye of the oblongata as it relates to the frontal cortex. When you go to talking like that, I'm like, oh man, man, I don't want to hear this shit. True. It's real simple to me, dog. It's real simple. It ain't difficult. It ain't difficult. You get what I'm saying? You know, when you go to niggas playing it, bro, let me tell you something. When you have double standards for another fighter, when you telling me that another fighter should be doing A, B, C, and D. Yeah, man, well, he need to be doing this and doing that. But then when I tell you, okay, the same thing that you say this fighter should be doing, we want your fighter to do the same thing. If I require your fighter to do the same thing that you're requiring everybody else fighter to do, then when you go to niggas playing, that's a problem. The niggas playing now. And another thing, you can't never get mad at a boxing fan for defecating on your fighter. You can't say, I don't like the fact that he's talking bad about Shakur Stevenson when you're a Shakur Stevenson fan and you're talking bad about Tank Davis. If you are a Devin Haney fan, you can't sit back and say, man, I don't like the fact that they be talking about Dev when you talking bad about Tank Davis. If you're a Tank Davis fan and all you do is talk about Shakur, Devin, and all these other guys, you can't get mad when people talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. He's your fighter. You can't. You get what I'm saying? If you know, this is what it's called. If you dish it, you have to know how to take it. I've never, again, bro, like I never would have thought in a million years that I would see the boxing on social media is one of the most. I never knew a group of men could be so emotional like this. They dish it. Y'all put these niggas in the witness protection program. Y'all go to niggas playing it. When I go to asking you that very same question, when your fighter gonna do this, that you're requiring the other fighter to do. This what y'all start doing.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? This ain't about, you know what, we're in a comeback sport. The best guys got to fight each other in order for us to find out who the best is. You know, that's just like Usain Bolt or Michael Phelps stepping in the swimming pool in the Olympics and he's automatically crowned the best swimmer in the world without even having to swim against the other top competition around the world. That's like a MMA fighter saying he's the best in comeback sports, but he doesn't have to fight the other top guys in the division. That's like a world-class boxer that's in a certain weight division that's built as being the best of this era, but he doesn't have to prove it by fighting the other top guys. There's no such thing as we automatically know who's gonna win. We don't have to do that. We already know what it's about. We don't want to do bro. It don't work that way, fam. Just say this. I don't like the nigga, and I don't want to see my fighter fight that nigga because I don't like him personally. Just say that. But don't come over here telling me this nigga Bam Bam Bigelow when he just Coco Beware. This man ain't Bam Bam Bigelow. He ain't the big boss man. He ain't Bad Leroy Brown. He ain't Macho Man Randy Savage. He ain't Bret the Hitman Hart. He ain't Ric Flair. You get what I'm saying? He ain't The Rock. He ain't Stone Cold Steve Austin. Nah, he Coco Beware. That's what he is. True. He Bubba Smith. He Bubba Smith. That's what he is. He ain't the Undertaker. Don't be talking to me like he the Undertaker when he Bubba Smith. Oh man, I don't see what you talking about, dog. This nigga look like Coco Beware, dog. Man, what you talking about? You see coming to the ring with the parrot on his arm, flapping his wings like this. This nigga Coco Beware. You trying to tell me he ravishing Rick Rude? True. Nah, he ain't it, dog. Anyway, let's give everybody a round of applause. Nah, he ain't it, dog. This man ain't ravishing Rick Rude, fam. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Nate. Nate say throw the towel in. Shout out to Candy Slim. Jumping out to that super chat. He said you got a mute button, coach. He said neither nigga gonna shut the fuck up. Shout out to Lady Shan for being a member for 9 months. She said I had a combo with Shane in January when he was here about Devin and that Shane should help him. You say when? I guess you're trying to say then went to the Ring Magazine Awards Saw Bill Dev got it popping. Okay. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. He say, shout out to Curtis, man, for becoming a member. And shout out to Curtis. He say, keep cooking, coach. Yeah, man, salute. Yeah, so that's my criteria, dog. That's it. And again, that's why I say, man, like we don't put these fighters in the witness protection program, bro. If they gladiators, goddamn it, you got to prove it night in and night out. Night in and night out. Any fighter can have an off day. That's why you got to fight, because you just never know. Sometimes, how many times you pick the fighter to win and he didn't win, and the other guy won that you did not expect to win. Anything can happen. You get what I'm saying? So, that's why they got to fight. When they fight, then there's a conclusion. Then we can say, okay, this is what happened.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Let's give a shout out, man, to all of the cash appers, man, the super chatters, I mean. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Curtis Robinson.
Okay.
Lady Shan.
Okay.
Candy Slim.
Okay.
Nate the Great.
Okay.
Shout out to Big Stalks, LA Stand Up.
Okay.
Skinny Man, salute.
Okay.
Green Eyes P.
Okay.
JRG.
Okay.
Shout out to DT.
Okay.
Shout out to TR.
Okay.
Shout out to Green Eyes P again. Let's give the super chatters a round of applause. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know when I fly out to Vegas. I'll be going out to Vegas. When I go out to Vegas, I'll be doing an interview. Shout out to Bill Haney for that. Doing an interview with Devin Haney. So I'll let you guys know when I fly out to Vegas. I will keep you guys updated on that. More than likely, it's going to be after their fight next week. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But anyways, man, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody. I will give everybody a shout out. Before we go, we got to say all praise due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It is what it is, man. If you sitting here watching the show, didn't want to hit the like button, Riley, talk to him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout out to the tender runners, the PYTs, and the honey dips. Them. I didn't even know that my camera, I didn't know my thing was showing right there. The top of my doggone monitor was showing the entire show. I didn't see that. Anyway, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the PYTs, the tender runners, and the honey dips. Y'all know what time it is. And shout out to the Snowbird.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. And with the lights, so she's my sweet dust of free. Track to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's so right, got that smooth soul feel. No, that's next to feel along with my snow bunny love. We're party about the night. See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. And with the lights, so she's my sweet dust of free. Track to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's so right, got that smooth soul feel. No, that's next to feel along with my snow bunny love. We're party about the night.
Yeah, man. Shout out, peace to the family. Let's give everybody a shout out, man, before we make it do what it do. Shout out to Lady Shan. Shout out to Miss Black Panther. Summer in November. Mr. Tomato Can. Shout out to Ruben Allen. Shout out to Walter Vaz. Highlight Space. Shout out to Ruben Allen. Suko say cocaine is a hell of a drug. Shout out to Mika Lovem. Shout out to SP Got Beats. Shout out to John. Shout out to Wookie Whoop. JC in the building. Mr. Tomato Can. Shout out to Herb Winston. Daniel Agnew. JC in the building. Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to Kate Man. Texas 16 South. Shout out to Kenneth Johnson. B Brown in the building. Casino Life Prayers, ATL, stand up. Shout out to Ali. Shout out to Detail the Truth. Jamie from New York. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Nate Great. No Cap Entertainment. Who else we have in the building? Shout out to Mr. Alan Maddox. The Martin 9400. Shout out to Foodie. Foodie, stand up. Let's see. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to IG. Y'all know what time it is. And shout out to Miss Patrice Russian and Ready Freddy on the bass. Y'all know what time it is, man. Peace to the family, man. We gonna make it do what it do. Yeah, man. Shout out to Anthony. So send the cash out, man. Drop that quarter of a dub on your boy. He say thank you for the efforty. And shout out to Jamie, man. The super chat, cash app. Sorry about that. He say, Coach, you and them jumper cables. Shout out to Jamie, salute, fam. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everyone that gave a cash out, super chat. Again, as I said before, man, we just got to get back to what it's supposed to be. I'm not here to cap for none of these dudes. I don't have an emotional attachment to any of them. As I said before, these fighters all get along. There ain't no beef with each other. They may talk trash on social media, but these are millionaires. They fly the same private jets. They hang out with the same people. They mess with the same women. They are a part of a certain fraternity that the fan on the bottom is not a part of. So no matter how much you cap for them, no matter how much you live vicariously through their lives, whether it's Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Tank Davis, Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, or whatever the case may be, we would never be on their level. We'll never be in a social economic class or social status that they have in society, because they are here and they are here from a social economic standpoint and social status standpoint, so they can relate to each other. So it doesn't matter. Y'all just keep that in mind, okay? It is what it is. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.